This is Alex Jones. The answer to 1984 is 1776. This is info. Wait a minute. I'm on the wrong show. This is Vinny's program, so we'll give it to him. Hey, everybody. This is Vinnieart, and tonight we are going to be doing a video game chat with some really cool people here. We got Angelus Raven up. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good. Looking forward to talking some video games with you guys. So yeah.
Excellent. We also have Tony Tonedeaf from the Clown World Review. What's up, brother?
How's everybody doing? Hail the chat, hail the panel. I'm looking forward to a fun, chill stream.
Awesome, man. We also have Spartan Scotsman in the house.
Oh, hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, dude, always a pleasure. And might I say, beautiful piece that you inked the other day. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. If you guys haven't checked it out, go take a look at his YouTube channel, Scotsman TV. Yeah, it was really, really awesome, brother.
Thank you.
He's got mad skills. He's a professional. I say he's a professional. I'm really delirious today.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of delirious, we also have another awesome, kick-ass person, good friend of mine, Pete Wakuian. He's a people's champ. He's a place to be reviews. If you guys don't know, get your ass over there and subscribe to his channel as well. How we doing, Pete?
I'm shilling over here for myself, man. Buy the merch. No, we're doing good, brother. We're doing good. Thank you for having me on. It is me, PWE, Temple Cooing from the Place to Be Reviews, right here with all of you. The People's Medallion is put away for the night. I can't be clanging and banging the fucking gimmick around the kids sleeping. I don't want to wake them up. It was a bitch getting them to sleep tonight. It's good to be here, man. I'm on the deck of the Orville, ready for season 3. God rest Norm Macdonald, man. That was a huge loss, but his voice talents will be still seen and heard. His presence will be in season 3 as he did record the role of Yaphet. Man, it's good to be here. We got some video games. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm about 19 years behind. I haven't bought a console since the PlayStation 2 came out. So I just bought a Sega Genesis and I got 2 NES classics, the 2 N64s and a PS2, but that's basically what I play. I was telling you guys before we come on the air, I was playing No Mercy on N64 today, going through an old Nitro card and shit. But I know I'm buying a Switch, Tony? Is that what I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Yeah. I'm gonna buy a Switch.
It's called a Trans. Oh, you mean the handheld thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a Switch.
Transformers.
More than meets the eye. It's like the red Winter Hulk.
A quick point. You brought up the PS2. I think it was yesterday. It came out 20 years ago.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Shit.
Did your beard just get a little grayer? I think it did.
Yes,
you can't tell on camera, but yeah, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I'm lucky I got the ginger thing going on because that stays red on its own. But
yeah, see,
makes me feel old just thinking that.
Oh God, dude, yeah. Like I said, I was talking the other day. I was like, I remember buying my N64 and I found PlayStation 1 games in this box underneath my desk here. It's like WCW Thunder. It must have been one of my sisters because I was like, what the hell is Parappa the Rapper? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh, you don't remember Parappa the Rapper?
No,
demo.
It must have been like one of my sister's games or something. Because I was like, what is this? I don't even remember this game.
You had to press the keystrokes along with the rap.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It was really good.
So it's like a PlayStation version of Simon. All right.
Kind of.
All right.
By the
way,
let me just say hello to chat real quick as well.
Yeah.
Simply Carl is in the house. We got Tony here. You're here as well. Chris, how we doing, man? Chris has been jumping on like every stream now. I don't know how you're doing it, man, but yeah, you are awesome. We got Mogwai in the house as well. Hail, brother. How we doing? Pete's also saying hi.
Rule.
So Scottman, awesome. We got Rich Cook. Hell. But yeah, man. Johnny Cage. Speaking of video games, here we are. We got Johnny. So I'm sure he's going to be doing some awesome stuff as well. He's going to do little splits and punch people in the balls. That's what he does. Plus, he draws some really wicked stuff too, man. So if you haven't, go check him out on Twitter as well. Awesome. Wookie, what's up, man? Yeah, no guinea pigs today. He wasn't feeling too well. He had some personal issues, but hopefully we'll be seeing him pretty soon, maybe tomorrow, over on wait, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday.
Tomorrow we're on my channel tomorrow night for Monday night.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
And we got this tomorrow night too. We're gonna be playing Keeping It Saxy. The Kenny G.
Oh my God.
I bought this from the bodega by my house the other day. Keeping It Saxy, the Kenny G board game. Now there's actually a link to his website on here. It's Kenny G. Was it KennyG.com? This is you help Kenny G, the world-renowned saxophone superstar, keep his groove through a hectic day. Work together to overcome uncool events, detangle those luscious locks, avoid rush hour traffic without missing a brassy beat. It's a soothing combo of strategy and cooperation.
Wow.
Thank God.
And it even comes with a wooden Kenny G mover. So we'll be playing some of the some Kenny G tomorrow night for about 10 minutes during going in Raw.
Anybody else got a boner? I do. Just saying.
Always, because I'm on Alex Jones's vitality pills. So, unagi.
Sprayed almost all over the Cintiq on that one. Thanks for that.
It's
So I
just
can't
horny
stand
goat
up.
weed and meth.
Gonna knock
Some of that
everything
long
over.
jack.
Oh, we also have a special guest. We got Carla in the house.
I'm
How we
ready to
doing,
go to
sis?
sleep.
Hey,
Yep, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
Hey everyone,
She looks like she's like way more comfortable than the rest of us. She's like, you know what?
look at this. Isn't this like ideal situation for a Sunday? You're all jealous of me. That's your problem.
You're in bed
A
at
little
8:30.
bit.
Yes, I am.
She spent most of the day in a Snuggie, and then she jumped in bed.
It's 5:20 p.m. here, so it's even earlier for me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mowai.
West Coast.
Yep.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm at my standing desk. I feel like an asshole now. Like, why didn't I set my stuff up by the bed?
Well, if you stand up too long, you'll get hemorrhoids. Just saying.
Wait, I thought that was if you sit down too long.
I was gonna say if I haven't got him from sitting on my ass in this fucking uncomfortable chair, it's like I share an office with my wife. She works for the federal government. I'm like, this is the most fucking comfortable chair the federal government can afford to provide you. I'm
Yes.
like, I would be talking to your fucking union.
And it
This
was
is bullshit.
$10,000.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
If they
It's
paid
fucked up.
10 grand for this chair, I want my money back.
Well, Pale Rider, he just got back from watching the sunset and drinking. So you're not in Australia then. They're not
Yeah, I
allowed
was-
to look at the sunset
No.
or drink.
The Gestapo frickin' come out and like enforce out there, and like I mean they're not afraid. Like the Australian police have shown they are not afraid of 105-pound females that go outside. They will take 10 of them to take down a 100-pound woman and act like they're beating up in the Incredible
Oh, yeah.
Hulk. It's like
Dude.
I saw that video. I was like, are you?
Did you see the guy they split his head open?
jeez.
Dude,
Yeah.
what the hell kind of savages do we have over
I
there?
saw a guy.
Hey,
He
Kitty
was
Chow.
Hell,
driving his thumbs into this woman's eye. He was
What's
just
up?
choking her, driving his thumbs into her throat for just not wearing a mask.
Yep.
Like straight up
kinda-
choking her. Like, damn.
I don't understand what kind of madness
love-
that is.
I love our Australian peeps, but maybe y'all shouldn't have given up your
Sam,
guns.
what's up?
I'm just
Yep.
saying, man. Maybe y'all shouldn't have fucking given up your guns in answer to a crown monarchy that's built on a bunch of inbreds. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it. And I think isn't the queen actually Hungarian?
That family gene pool ain't had a filter in hundreds of years. So I mean that family tree is a fucking telephone pole, man. That bitch goes straight up and straight down.
They all got like flipper hands and feet.
Look at the Mongoloid that Merkel married there, Harry and the Hendersons.
Holy hell.
That dude's got more forehead than fucking the wet screen at the drive-in. I mean, damn, and I'm bald.
Dude, it's crazy, man. All these freaks, but yeah, if we got to bend the knee to that, please.
Yeah.
This is why we enjoy playing video games, because it gets our minds away from the madness. So we're going to be talking about that tonight a bit, because I want to hear like what everybody, what were your favorite games growing up? What are you currently playing? What are you looking forward to? I thought we'd break it up a little bit and have some fun with that, since a lot of us are gamers. So I did see something really cool. There is actually a Wolverine video game that's being worked on and made from the same people who did the Spider-Man game, Insomniac. So
There has to be the shortest teaser video I have ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like my husband was so excited, like, "Oh yeah, the teaser." I'm like, "Can I spoil it?"
Yeah, it was.
They show
not
that,
enough.
and then it ends, and I'm like, "So that's the teaser? What the hell?"
Yeah, but it's
Anyway.
going to be such a long time before this game actually comes out. So
Mhm.
so basically, it starts off with like you see these bodies and stuff all over the floor of this bar. Like there was a giant brawl, people got their asses kicked, and one guy gets up and he's got a knife in his hand, and then they pan over to someone drinking at the bar, which is obviously old Wolvie, and then he pops his claws. So that's the extent of it. The graphics are really nice. I don't want to play any footage because you know what they do to us for playing fucking anything.
That game is that they have on your search there. That werewolf game is terrible. Do not play that ever.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, and it's full of like climate control bullshit. Yeah.
Wow, climate control.
Mm-hmm.
You played as a werewolf, and they talk about climate control.
Basically, the werewolves are like protectors of. Basically, think like Captain Planet. Like they want to protect the environment and some shit. And there's this evil corporation that is destroying the environment, and you have to stop them.
That sounds fucking stupid.
Yep, it was bad.
Yeah, it's pretty damn bad. We also got Liam in the house too. What's up, brother? Yeah, but I don't understand it. I know they're pushing so hard now. I heard this. Well, no, we're gonna get into political shit. Let's not go there. There's also they had a teaser trailer for Spider-Man 2, which should be coming out sooner than the Wolverine game, but
that's still on my
23, I think, is when it comes out. 2023.
Jeez.
Spider-Man's still on my playlist. I keep meaning to play it. I have it sitting up here, and the real one, not the Miles Morales one, but. Yeah, I need to pop that in one day, you know.
Oh,
you're not a fan of the Spider of Color? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying. Peter Parker, man. That's Spider-Man. That's what I'm saying.
That's
you
right.
Can say it real, not token Spider-Man. You can say it. It's fine. Not fucking token Spider-Man. Miles is that you can. He's an alright character, but he's token Spider-Man. It's all right. You know, we can say it.
Yeah. I did like Into the Spider-Verse. That was.
I liked the movie
I
too.
did too.
That was one of my favorite Spider-Man movies, to be honest.
It was good. I heard it called the best Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2 earlier, and I'm like, given the Andrew Garfield movies and what we've got with Tom Holland so far, it's like, are they wrong though? You know what I mean? It actually was. The animation was beautiful in that movie. It really was. The coloring, the voice casting was done very well. It was good. I enjoyed it. I've seen the movie probably about 5 or 6 times. My kid loves that fucking movie. So
yeah, I gotta say too, man. I own it. I bought that as well. I enjoyed the hell out of it when I went to the theater. I'm like, I don't know, is this gonna be good or is this gonna be shit? And I loved everything about it. I was fully invested into this, so I thought they did a stellar job. Again, it's their own kind of thing as well, but it made sense. Everything they did made sense. And dude, what the hell's that guy's name? The one from New Girl. He played Nick. He did the.
Shit.
I always forget his name.
He was in another show. You talking about the one that played Spider-Man?
Yeah.
God, what is it? He's actually a good actor too.
He's fantastic. He was in that Jurassic World.
Yep, he was the tech guy. They had the original Jurassic Park T-shirt. He said he bought on eBay.
I thought he was one of the best Peter Parkers. He nailed it. Voice, attitude, everything just worked. Like I really felt like, all right, they finally did something right here.
He could almost play a live action Parker. Like honestly, is his name Josh something?
Look
Shit.
it up.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. It's gonna kill me too because I know who the hell the guy is.
Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson, son of a bitch.
Nice, man. But that dude, I thought he did a great job. I heard they are working on the sequel. Hopefully that it won't be woke, because we know Hollywood is just going there. Like Keely was saying too, like why are they putting this in your face politics in games? They're putting it everywhere, and it's fucking disgusting. So we're trying to get away from that stuff.
Sequel comes out next year.
Say that again?
The sequel comes out next year. Into the Spider-Verse 2. It drops next year. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I gotta say though, that Spider-Man game on PS4, and they nailed it. They did a damn good job. Yes, it is its own universe as well, but I think it's fairly accurate to what we know of the character and kind of what they did with the villains as well. I know, like Dr. Octavius, they did their own kind of thing with it, but overall, in the end, I think it really played out in a very strong way. Everything. You felt like you were there. You know, they recreated Manhattan so damn accurate to like a lot of certain locations and things. There were a couple of buildings I wanted to swing by, but they weren't there. But others were, and I was like, all right, well, I could look past some of that because they did their own thing. Plus, it's its own universe, so can't complain too much on that aspect. But that shit was fun, and even if you're bored and you want to swing around Manhattan, have at it, take down some bad guys. That game was just really fun.
That's how Spider-Man 2 was for me. Movie game.
Yeah,
so good, and you could just swing around. Like that was definitely before its time.
I bought 1 and 3, Tony. I just bought 1 and 3 probably like a couple months ago for PlayStation 2. You're talking about?
I actually have a save file still for 3 on my PS for my PS1.
My kid likes those.
They put Kingpin in 3, if I remember correctly, because he was such a pain in the ass to beat.
I know Morbius was in it, or Morpheus, or whatever.
I haven't got all the way through it yet. I haven't played it that much lately.
I believe he was in there. But yeah, if you get up to Kingpin, that fight is retarded,
dude.
It's like hours long.
Oh, fuck! I hate those. Like I hate those final boss fights. It's like, this is gonna take 6 hours. I'm like, I got stuff to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I like literally, I wanted to take the disc out and just like frisbee it across the lake. I was like pulling my hair out during that fight. It was annoying the shit out of me. But there were other really cool parts about that game. Did Bruce Campbell, did he do the narration on the second game or the third one?
I think he did it on the second game.
The second one.
Second? Because that was pretty cool. I'm happy that they actually brought him in there for that.
Yeah, 2 is like the best Spider-Man game until this came out. The newer one came out, and it's just as good, if not better.
Pete's going to be looking everywhere. He's like, where can I get that Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 game? How can I get my hands on it?
This is a game that I got a vintage video game. This made me fucking pull my hair out when I had hair as a kid and fucking cry and quit this bitch. Like
hell yeah,
oh my
gold
God.
Cartridge and
dude,
all.
Seriously, this is like I'm sitting here and I'm like, you're talking about favorite video games. I'm like, oh, I have all my Nintendo games when I was a kid right underneath my fucking desk here. We got Tecmo Bowl, fucking Legend of Zelda, the original one in the box. I don't know where the map is, but like one of my others, and these are 2 of them right here. Is we got the Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, and fucking green screen thing's kind of messing up. But, and the original, it's kind of stuck in there, but this is the original Ninja Turtles one right here. I don't know why it's stuck in the fucking case, but yeah, that's the original Ninja Turtles game. And I have Kung Fu. I fucking love that game. Like, I was kind of pissed that's not on the jail. I have like my my one NES Classic is like jailbroke, and it doesn't have Kung Fu or Renegade on it.
What about Ninja Gaiden?
I think Ninja Gaiden's on there.
I love Ninja Gaiden.
I'm trying to think because there's games on there that are in like
Tenchu.
All in Japanese. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they are. It's just like, okay, I've never even heard of this, you know.
That's awesome. I gotta say, they did a great job with that. Like they re-released all those kind of consoles with fucking hundreds of games. That's pretty insane. I was tempted to get a couple, but I'm like, if I do that, forget it. I am never gonna be. You won't see me again.
Dude,
that's the video game industry's biggest problem. Is like if you want to get an old movie on DVD, it's no problem, But retro gaming, it's hard to get your hands on older games sometimes, and they should always be readily available in some sort of medium or some way to play them.
Well, it's funny you say that because it looks like they're starting to get rid of older movies now as well, and they're editing them.
Yeah.
But that's why if you have your hard copies, DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever, hold on to those bitches because cancel culture is getting ridiculous lately.
Yep.
But quick, Chris, you said yes, Kingpin shouldn't be defeated. Kingpin is a true hero. I gotta say, if you do get that PS3 game or you get up to that part with Kingpin, you probably won't defeat him. But if you want some satisfaction, the beginning of the PS4 Spider-Man game, it felt so gratifying being able to take that son of a bitch out. I mean, we did do it. I think me and my brother Frank, we took turns because we had to give our hands a break. The combo fucking shit that they kept doing in that PS3 or PS2 game was retarded. And like his health would not go down. It's like, is this a glitch? Did they do it on purpose? It's like you just had to keep chopping down his health, but it wouldn't move. It was like a hairline, a hairline. It's like, what is going on here? Maybe it was a defect.
Is this a glitch in the Matrix?
It felt like it. Holy shit. But yeah, I think everything in that PS4 game was very satisfying. There wasn't anything that was too crazy difficult. Maybe some of the challenges from Taskmaster when you
they were a little difficult.
Yeah, some of those because they want you to kind of perfect those moves in order to do your upgrades and stuff. But
it'll be easier now because it's Task Mistress.
That's also true. Yes.
Right?
Which that video is still doing pretty good on my channel.
Nice.
Favorite games of all time
to calm down
are
and
these
triggers
here
hard mode
for me. So this year, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
God, yes. I think I cleared that thing like maybe 10 times.
I've cleared it on every platform they released it on, pretty much.
That's awesome.
And then the Legend of Dragoon. I was playing this instead of Final Fantasy 7 at the time. So
cool, man. Yeah, dude, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I remember the first time that I rented it from Blockbuster. Yeah, dude, I remember that game too.
The old Squaresoft logo.
Yeah.
Now it's Square Enix. 2.
A little bit of fan service there. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And even Dino Crisis.
Yeah, that was fun. The makers of Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty cool game too.
And then Star Wars game.
Rebel Assault.
But this has like live action like people in it too.
Does it?
Like, yeah. So
I'm gonna try to buy a copy of Shadow. I gotta go in that game store, that vintage one by my house, and see if they got Shadows of the Empire because I want to buy that.
Oh shit, I haven't played that in ages either.
Dude, nice.
With the Switch coming out, they should release that on their virtual, or with them getting 64 and Sega stuff. They need to do that for their 64 library.
Yeah,
so that's another vintage console I picked up. I went out and bought a Sega Genesis, which I fucking love playing. Like NHL, I like the hockey games on there. The hockey games, of course, Mortal Kombat. I mean, you gotta have Mortal Kombat.
Oh hell yeah, man, dude! I played so many of those games back in the day too.
Yup.
I took a break from Mortal Kombat after a while, and then they had what was it, the monks, the Shaolin monks one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where it was like
I know what you're talking about.
It was
it was like a side scroll kind of.
Yeah.
Action based. Like that was interesting. One of my brothers and I we were playing it, and it felt almost like an arcade game again, sort of.
Yeah.
But
Great
then,
two-player game.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah,
That's
and
like
then when they went back and they started adding in finally like the movie monsters and characters. I think what was it? Mortal Kombat 8 or 9? When they started putting in like Freddy Krueger and shit, and I'm like, okay.
It was 9. I think is the
it
one
was
that
9,
started
yeah,
that.
9, 10, 11. Dude, those were so much fun. And that they put in like those the X-rays where you could see like the bones being broken and all that. Like I don't know, they keep stepping it up, and
for a fighting game franchise to be around that long, I think they're doing the right thing. You know, like that shit is a lot of fun. But
Do you remember
real quick,
on the
I was
PS1 Bushido Blade? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, man, I remember.
That was one of the first games where you took damage and you actually had that damage for the rest of the fight until whoever won the round.
Oh wow.
You get
Yeah,
struck
that was
in the
pretty
arm,
cool.
you lose control of that arm, you get struck in the leg, you start limping. It's pretty great.
Yeah, and Soul Calibur was also really fun.
Oh, Soul Calibur 2 is like my jam.
One of the best games.
Give me Nightmare and a slow character and he was super fast. I hate how like in past games after that they like nerfed the crap out of him. Just because he was just so fun to play, and then they slowed him down to like he's, at least for me, he's basically unplayable.
Yeah, they screwed up a lot of those characters. That's the thing that sucks about that. But I think 2 was like it was their home run.
Yep.
That shit was so much fun, even all the extra things that they did. But I was gonna say real quick too, the Castlevania game, Symphony of the Night. I remember when I first played that game. I rented it from Blockbuster.
So
I cleared it, and then I found out afterwards that there was the Mirror Castle. Like when I cleared it that first time, I didn't know that
you didn't beat it the right way.
Huh?
You didn't beat it the right way because you can go and beat it, and it's a game over. And then if you do it the right way, you get the reverse castle, and then you eventually get to fight Dracula.
Yeah, well, that's what the first time that's what ended up happening. I'm like, oh, well, this game was a little bit shorter than I thought. And then I was flipping through a magazine somewhere, and they talked about the inverted castle. I'm like, wait a minute. I went back out, rented it again, and went, holy shit! I got the proper part was unlocked. And then I eventually ended up buying the game. I'm like, no, this game is too fucking amazing.
So I don't know if you played it, but Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is basically the spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Nice.
And it literally plays just like Symphony of the Night. You have some newer stuff, but there's even like little cameos of like remember the librarian in Symphony of the Night?
Yeah.
And you could like jump up the thing below him with an ability and knock on. Well, Alucard is sitting in that seat in this.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
You actually get to fight him too in the game, which is fun.
So who do you play as in that?
You play as this girl. What's her name? Miriam. You play as this girl, and it's like a gothic horror side scroller. But she's like cursed by this like prism stuff or whatever. That's how she gets her powers, and she's going and fighting her brother. But you can even beat it the wrong way too, and you get a game over. So it has like it's basically just a nostalgia trip. And it's by the guy who did Symphony of the Night too. So
that's awesome. Hell yeah, man. When did that come out?
I want to say like within the last year or two.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That is really cool. I remember playing the other. There was a Castlevania game where the first time they went in 3D with it.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was the name?
Was that Rondo of Blood?
No.
I know what you're talking about. The one for 64.
No. It was on PlayStation 2.
The
one from the Netflix series.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the dude who could make the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I can't remember his name. On the Netflix series that they released. He had the white hair, and he worked in Dracula's castle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that game was a lot of fun. It's driving me crazy. I don't remember the name of it, but I like that they actually put those characters into the Netflix series. Curse of Darkness, I think that was it. Yeah, Johnny, I think you're right. I think it was Curse of Darkness.
There's Lords of Shadow and 2.
Lords of Shadow, I really enjoyed. That they did their own thing with it. Wasn't crazy about the ending, but I mean, I got both of those games and I played.
I never played the sequel.
The sequel is a lot of fun because spoiler alert, you are Dracula, and you could fuck up so many people, and he just keeps getting more abilities and stuff. That game was a lot of fun. I'm surprised they didn't continue any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Shadowhawk. But But another game that I absolutely love, God of War sequel is coming out. Don't know if you guys seen the trailer yet. Ragnarok looks fucking epic as well. Anyone here a God of War fan?
Yeah, the first one was really good. Of this new of the new ones, fighting the Valkyries is probably my favorite part.
Those bitches are so tough.
They are.
Holy hell!
But once you like figure out their pattern, then it's like smooth sailing. Like after that.
Yeah, I did that shit too. I got to the queen, and I had her down to a hairline of energy. Every freaking maybe 5-6 times in a row.
Same.
I was ready to smash my controls. I didn't have that feeling. Last time I did it, it had to be an Activision game. I was like, motherfuckers. Remember how hard Activision games were back in the day?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. But that's what fighting the Queen Valkyrie was like. I eventually got that bitch though. That game was really cool because they put even so many like little hidden things and throwbacks to older games. They had like one of those left, right, up, down, side kind of moments in the game where it opens up a portal, and then you could get like one of these kind of infinity stones. They did their version of it. Did you ever do that?
I think I did though. I think I pretty much got all the trophies in that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
except playing on the higher difficulty.
Yeah, I don't feel like putting games on super high difficulties because it's just like, well, what is the point? That is
the only way I'll do it is if
take the fun out of it.
You can't get all the achievements without doing it. So I'll do it on the highest, and then it'll give you everything, all the achievements for beating it in a normal, like by doing that. So
Vinny, if you're not playing it on the highest difficulty, how are you gonna sate your E-peen? I mean, you know what I mean? You're gonna have a flaccid E-peen. You can't do that. You gotta like crank it up.
Yeah, that's how I do Call of Duty games. I play it on the highest difficulty.
Yeah.
Well, I think shooters are a little bit different than some of those other games like that. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I want to have fun when I'm playing a game. I want to see the story. Then afterwards, like if I really mash the shit out of it, I might put it on the highest one. But I won't go to that insanity fucking mode because I think it is bullshit.
It's what I did with
confirmed.
Say that again?
It's what I did with Resident Evil 8. I played through it on normal, then played through it like on hard or whatever. Got the infinite round magnum basically and decked it out as strong as it can go.
Nice.
Then I'm going to insanity. Hell yeah, because I'm fucking launching slugs.
Yeah, hands down. Resident Evil games, I do the same thing every time. If I can unlock the weapons with the infinite, I'm just popping heads left and right. That shit's just so much fun. And that is one of my favorite franchises of all time is Resident Evil. The remake games are fucking epic.
Yes.
I have 2 of the remake. I didn't like the Resident Evil 1 remake because remember the snake boss in the original? How it was such a bitch. I literally beat the snake in the remake with a knife.
Oh man.
Because of how the room is set up. There's like you're in that library or whatever, and you can go underneath the thing and keep going around in a circle. Well, you can do that, and you just have enough reach to grab its tail, and he can't hit you. So all you do is keep going and you just knife every time, and you just beat him that way. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Because I was out of ammo. So I was like, I have no other way to beat it. So I just did that and beat it. And I'm like, this isn't scary like the original was.
That's why you hated the game?
That's why I hate the game, because of the snake boss. Because in the original, man, that fucking boss sucked.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why they did it that way. So it's not as fucking horrible. Because I love the other elements they put into the game. Because reading through all the journals, and then they put that whole extra segment in.
Yeah, that whole extra thing back in the out back of the mansion or whatever with the girl or whatever. And Barry, that was really good.
Yeah.
Now tell me, do you still remember the feeling you had when the music would change in Resident Evil 3 and you would hear stars? Holy shit!
Cool.
That fucking
chills.
Thing,
chills. I would run like a bitch.
Yeah.
That design was fantastic. That's the one thing that pissed me off with the remake game is that they changed his design so drastically.
Yeah.
His face was perfect. The way he moved was amazing. And I was furious that they didn't have the Type 2 version of him. So like after the trolley crashes
the
on
director's cut.
PS I'm sorry, on the third
The
game.
first
That's
one.
the one I had
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the demo for Resident Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that was
somewhere.
that
But
game
yeah, I'm
used to
saying, like-
mess me up in the middle of the night. You're up alone, the lights are off. I mean, there weren't many horror games before then.
Nope.
No, there wasn't.
And then here's the two.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The
Two is
cases
like-
are all bitched up, but hey.
Yeah. That's like the fucking perfect game. And the sequel, or not the sequel, the remake for Resident Evil 2, that
Mhm.
game is absolutely spot on. That shit is
Yes.
perfect.
I haven't played it.
You haven't? Oh my god, dude.
I need
They
to.
they use the engine from 7.
Okay.
So the extra detail and gore is like
Mhm.
over the top. That game is pretty damn scary. It's horrifying when you get to certain
Yeah.
sections.
Mhm.
It's like, wow, I'm really
The
impressed with what they
sewers.
did.
I did just recently beat 7, and I really enjoyed that, despite them like changing like the normal, I guess you could say, format of the Resident Evil games, like the first person.
Yeah, first person. I'm not on board with first person.
I'm not
did-
either, but the game was actually pretty good.
Ethan's such a pussy, though.
He is. He
Yeah.
is.
I
There's
didn't
7
like
and
the main
8.
character. What I saw of him, the storyline
Mhm.
was stupid to me. It didn't look like Resident Evil at all to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nope, not going there.
You get to
See-
play Chris and DLC in it, which is fun.
Oh, that's
You mean
another
fake
thing.
Chris?
Yeah, whatever. Chris, like he doesn't look like Chris anymore. He doesn't look like was it Riley from freaking Buffy? That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah.
Because that's what he looks like.
Chris,
One-
Chris, I also heard that. Yeah, it will do that to you. It will make you shit your pants.
Hmm.
Putting it with the
One
VR.
thing that pissed-
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, but no, I'm just saying, as far as 7 goes, one thing that pissed me off is you would think they'd take you through all the family members and you could kill them, but you actually had to pay for DLC to end up killing the son in that.
Yep.
Kind of bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's stupid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Snowdub, what's up, brother?
Hail,
Hey.
hail, Snowdub.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, we're talking games today. Instead of just doing kind of shill streams, I thought we get into a little bit of some cool stuff, some games that we enjoyed. But yeah, the Resident Evil franchise, to me, they've been doing a cool job with it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the remake of 4. I am very curious what they're going to do. Because
I
again,
love
4 was
4.
4 was one of those games where, I don't know, looking at it, do you really think it needed to be remade? You know?
I don't know. Not really.
'Cause
4
it's-
is, in my opinion, 4 is when the series started going downhill. Like it went towards the actiony side of things,
I
Yeah.
like
and
4.
I like 4 has good elements. Don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
that's the start of where everything the game is fine, but that's when everything started sort of going towards actiony oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got 5 and 6, and 6 is just terrible.
Yes.
6 is so
See,
bad.
There's still stuff that I enjoy with 6. If they had gone just with sticking with the zombie kind of aspect,
Mhm.
like the opening with with Leon was really great.
Yeah, I
on the
did the
campus.
first part of Leon's thing,
Mhm.
and then afterwards, I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah, I got jaded with it as well. I think the Chris part sucked because just the monsters he was fighting was stupid. Again, like when you start turning these characters into like half bugs and whatever weird shit,
Mhm.
like just out of the blue, it was like retarded. Keep
Yeah.
it zombie based. You want to play with the viruses some more. You can do other stuff, but
Mhm.
to do what they did, yeah, I understand that. 5, I still enjoyed. 5 I had a lot
5
of fun.
is fun. I played the crap out of that.
With. Yeah,
I got infinite ammo on the rocket launcher, and then played through on the highest difficulty and just rocket launcher everything to death.
Oh, dude, so much fun. And yeah, it's all right. That's another game. All right, I've put it on hard. Once you get that stuff,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had extra elements in there. I was cool with. Just Chris was a little too jacked.
Oh yeah,
he's like a
especially
Jew-
punching a rock.
That was hilarious. That was almost like the Nature Boy clip I put up today on Twitter.
Oh.
And he gets hit in the face. He makes this step forward and then he falls over like a cartoon character.
Yep, I
It's
know
like-
what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like come on, man. Like that was silly, but everything else was really cool about it.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was kind of bittersweet how they took out Wesker as well. Wesker was a really cool villain.
Yeah,
I didn't want to see him go.
But we get his son now.
Yeah,
Jake
but
or whatever.
Well, the cool thing with the franchise is like when they do go back and they give you more backstory on those characters. You know, I know like in Zero, they had like the extra like the files and stuff, and you found out that Wesker actually helped create like the hunters and shit like that. Like that kind of background, I think in characters it's really cool. And it gives a little more validity to the actual story.
If you ever get a chance, read the S.D. Perry novels of the Resident Evil series. It goes all the way up to, I want to say, 0.
I think I have.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
I think I have 3 of those. Those are pretty good.
Part 8 gives you the entire backstory on how all of this happened in the first place. The founder of Umbrella and
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. I didn't know they were still making them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like I didn't like 8 at first because I was like, I mean, it was a little over the top, but the elements I didn't like about the game, other than first-person shooter, but the story elements I didn't like about the game ended up being that way for a reason, and there was a really cool twist at the end.
Oh, so you learn about Spencer or whatever in the new one?
Yeah, and how he finds the Mega Mycete eventually, that eventually gives him the basis to start creating all these weird things, and it goes back and lets you know how it all happens.
Oh,
Chris Fisk, I think you're right. DLCs, man, this penny pinching that they do, they just want to keep milking the customer. It is sick. I hate when they do that shit.
And that's why I don't like have an urgency to upgrade my systems. It's like if I want to play a game now, the graphics and shit might be fucking way behind but I can play a fucking game.
I see you there.
Yep, you see that. Dude, I got Nightmare Creatures up behind me from PS1 because that was like me and some of my boys after school would get like after football season's over, like we get stoned, we go play Nightmare Creatures and then watch wrestling. That was the fucking game. The goddamn, I was just looking through some screenshots of that. I was like, I've forgotten some of these things. I was like, this shit, like we play it in the dark. It would freak you the hell out. Like it was like I was talking about Tony, the damn dogs in the first Resident Evil game when they jump out. I still
I still jump to that shit too.
That shit would still make me jump if I was playing that right now. Like there's certain games that shit it happens that way. What's up, Parrothead?
That's what I liked about the remakes. Hail Parrothead, man. What's up? That's what I liked about the remakes because they put the jump scares at different parts, and then having that whole that Lisa Trevor segment was really sick and cool. Just every time you found out a little bit more about her. The wailing and the moaning, and then like what they did to that poor girl. They injected her with all the different viruses. Fauci would have loved it. But the mutations, her RNA, her DNA, it changed. That's when we got the idea to go to Wuhan.
No, the thing about DLC that's most infuriating is the purity of console games back then, because when things would ship, they shipped, and they shipped with the bugs that they had. There was no way around it. So they paid a lot more attention to detail. The day one patch is literally the bane of every gamer's existence these days. You buy a $60 to $80 game, and the second you pop that disc in, if you still buy a disc, you have an 80 to 100 gigabyte patch. You can't even play right away. So it's a constant stream of bad design, poorly executed code, and they fix it and they ship things knowing that they're broken all the time now. And that's just what we're faced with.
It's become the standard at this point.
That's why I love console games, because they are what they are, Yeah. I mean, being old or whatever, I still enjoy the hell out of them.
Right? Yeah. It is. It's more satisfying to be able to be like, I have this game. This is, I can unlock things from it, but this is the whole game. I don't need to wait. I don't need to get memory expansions. I have the game. It's right fucking here. I can play this game.
Oh, I agree. Well, that's why I kind of prefer the action adventure games because most of them, they don't have those issues. They're a lot more polished. Things like we talked about Resident Evil, the Uncharted franchise. I fucking love those games.
I need to finish through those.
Well, think back to like NES Metroid. You didn't have game saves. You had codes you wrote down.
Yeah.
I used to have a pad with like 50, just like
that's how I was with
codes
Mega Man X.
that would get you right back to where you were. So yeah, no, I far prefer that because you don't have to worry about a game getting erased or corrupted or anything like that. Your code gives you exactly everything you had, puts you right where you were when you logged out. It's amazing. So,
oh yeah, for sure, man.
Remember when Bruce Willis had a video game?
Wait, what?
What is that?
Bruce Willis had a video game called Apocalypse.
And
he started. It was like a top-down like shooter like thing. But
they made a big deal out of it.
And they made a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, kill them all, let God sort them out. That was like one of his catchphrases from it. So
see, I have Uncharted downloaded on. I have the whole like the first 3 games or whatever. They're giving them away free for PlayStation Plus 1 month, and I always wanted to play them, so I downloaded them. But I still haven't played them, and I need to because they sound great, and I've never heard anything but good things about them.
Uncharted is just—it's so much fun. Because he's a wise ass as well. The character is like really great how they kind of designed them. I guess he'd be kind of like what's his face?
Got both of those. I got them when I got my. Everybody's like, oh, when you get a PS4, you got to get the Uncharted collection, Uncharted 4, and I played through the first one. I really enjoyed it, and then I started 2, and then just stopped. I think something else came out, and I started playing that.
Yeah. Those are really great. I gotta say too, like the character, he's kind of like Nathan Fillion, like the wise assy kind of things about him. And I know like they use a little bit, I think, of his structure to kind of create the character. But the voice actor, that's him. Like that guy's so natural, so charismatic as well. I know he's done a couple of TV shows here and there.
It's Nolan North, I think.
Yeah, Nolan North. If you guys ever saw Con Men. It was about like what's his face, Alan Tudyk's show, going to like conventions, and he played this guy who did motion capture performances, but like he did like a really crazy version of himself. He is hilarious on it. I got to meet Nolan as well at a convention. Even funnier in person. People love him. It was one of the big shows too, one of the Orlando ones. And after everyone like left, he was still sitting there entertaining people and having a good talk with everyone. That's how I really got to talk with him because I was at my booth the whole time. Ran into him and I just wanted to thank him for everything because I thought what he did on that series was so amazing. And then I had a piece of artwork of the character, so I took it out and he's like, "Holy shit!" I upstaged Adam Hughes, who was waiting there to talk to him as well. And he's like, he pushed everyone aside and he wanted to talk with me. And, he signed some stuff for me as well, which was really cool.
Adam probably loved that.
Dude, it was awesome. And then I just saw like Hughes kind of like crumble and like walk away. Oh, shit. It was pretty funny. But yeah, no, he's a great guy. Fantastic performance. You're gonna love the series, man. But once you jump into it, Tone, that 4th game is phenomenal. You don't want it to end. Well, I'll just put it that way. Like, it's like, can we get more of this?
I think I have the collection which Draven was showing the first 3, so I'm gonna play those, and if it is, I'll go get the 4th one. I mean, I think I might start those tonight because Ghost of Tsushima's getting a little boring.
Gotcha, man. Well, yeah, because it's the 4 games, and then they did like it's either a download
too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's either
it's a standalone DLC, but
yeah, but you could also get the actual disc as well, and it's the 2 girls in the 4th game, Chloe and what the fuck was the other one's name? Well, Chloe's in the 2nd game. I think she makes a little appearance in the 3rd one. But yeah, they did something cool with them anyway. They have their own kind of story, but it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I played those two. So in total, you'll get 4.5, 5-ish games out of them.
Nice.
So not too bad. But yeah, all of them fantastic. They play like a movie, and the action just keeps getting bigger and bigger with all of it. The start of the second game is just amazing. You know, you're hanging off of a train. This is like where the game starts. It's action throughout. You feel like you're in a movie. The third one, they actually had Harrison Ford. They have footage of him playing it, and he's blown away because it goes from the Jeep, and you have to jump onto a plane, and then the fight that he has on the plane, and then you're going out the back of it in the air, still fighting and shooting. He looked like a little kid, and like the only time you ever see Harrison Ford smile. Oh, this game is fantastic, and he's just like glued to it. Yeah, you got to look up that footage. You'll die laughing too. It was pretty amazing. He was like, it keeps going. The action. I'm sucked into. We don't even have to make movies anymore.
I love the deep fake with him and George Lucas when they're talking about the prequels and the sequel trilogy. Holy shit! Oh, this is where Daddy made it. Makes $1 billion. Oh my god, dude, that slays me.
Those were epic.
He comes in all stoned.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's great.
Good shit, man. Good shit. But yeah, man. And yeah, anyone, if you guys haven't played the remake yet of Resident Evil 2, just go get it, man.
It's great.
It is so good. A lot of these games too.
Haven't played it. I got it at Black Friday for like $15, and haven't touched it.
Dude, I don't know what you're waiting for. That game is.
I'm gonna do just horror games on the month of October. So.
Perfect.
I'm gonna probably just play it then.
That's awesome.
With the OG ones.
Yeah, I want to get back into it. Because they did just like the original. You could play it 4 times, and you get the different scenarios. I'm missing one of them. I did 3. I didn't do the 4th one on one of the. I don't remember which one it was. It was either Claire or Leon. But I do like that they put extra stuff in there too. There's like these what if stories of these other survivors of people that you kind of encountered or read about, like in the journals and stuff like that. The mayor's daughter. They gave them scenarios with like if you could play as them and kind of get out of the scenario instead of meeting the fate that they met in the game, which was really cool. It was really interesting. So like after I think you could do 4 stories, and if you finish all those, you could unlock the 5th one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they brought what's his name, Mr. Death, back in there. Punk. He's got a playthrough, which is fucking great.
Nice.
He comes with an arsenal of shit, but by the time you get to the end, like you're practically just with a knife in your hand.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, and it's just like those kind of Survivor. Like it's kind of timed as well, and you got to beat the characters in order to get more time.
Can you do the thing to get the alternate costumes like you could in the original? Yeah,
you get the original costumes as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really cool. And they actually have one where they gave Leon the Rick Grimes outfit.
Oh, really? Nice.
He's got the hat. He's got the sheriff clothes on.
Oh,
that was pretty cool.
Because he had like a rocker outfit and something else in the original, and then Claire had like I think a cowboy outfit.
They gave them specific ones on this as well, but like you get the original clothes that you start off in the regular game. But then they have other kind of variants as well, like that. That's kind of unique to the game, like almost like mob clothes on 2 of them as well.
Okay.
Little Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. But I thought they did a really killer job, and like I said, man, the graphics are unbelievable. Like, there's Hunk.
Nice.
Plays him. Yeah, like just the amount of zombies and monsters and his kind of run through is insane.
Speaking of remakes, they've been talking about maybe doing a remake of Parasite Eve because the creator said that because I think Kenny Omega had an interview with him because he's super into Square Enix shit, And he was saying about how it would be cool to get those back if they're planning on doing anything. And he said it'd be a shame for us to not do anything and leave those characters like not touched. So I have a feeling that they might eventually
they should
give us remakes of those, which would be awesome.
That would be awesome. The remake games they've been great for everything they've been doing. All the different companies, like, yeah, go for it. Why the hell not? Look, this guy, he definitely got double vaxxed.
Yeah, and
the giant eyeball and everything.
Do you get all seven boosters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all 7 turns you into a tyrant.
Turns you into the tall man behind me here, Angus Schramm. Is anybody else here into Phantasm?
Boy.
Yeah, I'm. I actually
before boy was cool with God of War.
Right.
Boy.
I just picked this. I picked a series of all 5 movies up for $15. So that's gonna be my my horror reviews for October.
Nice.
I will still be doing Friday the 13th Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. I'll be releasing that next Saturday while I'm sitting by the campfire drinking beer. On Saturday, I'll release my Friday the 13th video. I'll be doing the Phantasm ones through the month of October, and we'll have other horror related content. So that's gonna be the big series I do this year, because I did Friday the 13th last year, except for Part 8. So I'll be doing the 5 Phantasm movies. I was gonna do Halloween, but
I haven't seen the last Phantasm one, Ravager or whatever.
I haven't either. I have not seen Ravager.
Nice.
I haven't watched the 3rd or 4th one probably since they came out in 94 and 98 respectively. And then Ravager came out in 2016, I think it was. I haven't, like I said, that's I haven't seen that one. The first 2 they play on AMC sometimes. Okay. So I've caught those.
I'm really glad they got the last one in before what's his name passed
Reggie.
away.
Fucking
the tall man before he passed away.
Oh, Angus Schramm.
Angus
Schramm, yeah. Dude, and there's another one I want to review. That is just absolute.
But yeah, here's my.
It's a shit pile. Is nice. See, I just bought the DVDs. I was like, I saw them. I was like $15 off.
Well, they had a collector's edition at my Best Buy, and I was debating on getting it. It has all the movies. I believe it was Blu-ray, and it has the silver ball with the things on it.
Sick.
With it. So
that's cool.
I want to review 976 Evil too. That is such a terrible 80s movie.
That's the one with the guy that starts turning into a demon or whatever. Yeah, on the number. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, dude, it's horrible. Like, I just remember seeing it as 1988. I think it was the first one. Yeah. The second one was in 92. There's just gratuitous violence and topless women in it.
Nice.
It's a late 80s tropey horror movie, and those ones that kind of carried into the early part of the 90s. It's the second one. I think honestly I still have the second one on VHS somewhere. I'd have to look.
I don't remember much of the second one.
Night of the Creeps is another great horror movie, and that's got the one of the most prolific mustaches ever, Tom Atkins. He's Tom Atkins. He still has that glorious mustache too. It's still fucking glorious.
Dude, speaking of other horror things and stuff too, the Evil Dead series, they're making another video game.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't aware there's an Evil Dead video game to begin with.
There was a bunch of them. There was a couple on. There was one on PS1, all the way up to I want to say PS2. They did a couple.
Well, the new ones has characters from the TV series that they put in there as well. It does look pretty good. I gotta say, if you guys haven't seen the series, that's another must watch.
I haven't watched the series.
What is that on?
I think it was on Stars, but not. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
You can find it on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix. All right. Okay.
Yes, dude, definitely, because it continues his story. At Army of Darkness, he's back home pretty much. They continue his story of He's Ash. He's living kind of like a fucked up life. He still thinks he's cool and everything, and he mistakenly he wants to show off to somebody, to a girl, and he starts reading passages from the book.
Oh God.
And yeah, it continues from there. And there's so many cool twists in there. They're only like half hour each, the episodes, but they are so fucking good. And yes, we're probably not going to get another movie with him, but there's no need to, because this series has it all. And Lucy Lawless is in it. She is fucking amazing. I got to meet her. They finished filming that first season. I didn't know that they were doing it. It was I got invited to a birthday party to another actor in the city, and we were in New York, and she was one of the guests that was there. She was one of the friends of the dude, so got there and was hanging out with her. She is fucking awesome, the coolest celebrity I've ever met, nicest person, and even more gorgeous in person. She's fucking awesome. And yeah, when I found out, because I almost worked with the dude that did all the special effects in New Zealand, Richard Taylor. He did the Lord of the Rings. He's Oscar winner. I almost got to work with him, and I had just missed him at the convention, and she did as well, because he had to fly back to New Zealand, so he had left early, and we were talking about him, and we just kind of got into a conversation about art and everything, and holy shit, man! Like I said, one of the best people, but she didn't even allude to why she was there, because I didn't know. I'm like, she's like, oh yeah, Mom, we're leaving tomorrow, but she didn't mention anything about the show that she was working on, nothing. And then I found out afterwards that she's on this series. I was like, holy shit. And it was stellar. So if you guys missed out on it, go watch it. I believe Netflix still has it. Up to like last month, I know they still had it. Yeah, it's killer. And yeah, classic Ash throughout. He makes his fucked up mistakes, but he's also a badass. And there is some very disturbing things in there. I think the last season or the season right before that, there's a really, really fucked up scene. I'm not even going to say it because I'll just spoil it for you. Just watch it. You'll laugh and be horrified at the same time. It was absolutely disgusting. But yeah, if you want that kind of stuff, go check it out. I was going to say, too, the mods, if anyone's seen the mods on these games, like instead of Mr. X, they put Chris Redfield here. I've seen Thomas the Train.
I think I've seen the Thomas the Train one.
They did so many different
ones. They did
that
with 8 as well.
That's great, man. But yeah, I don't know how I guess it's just for the computer. But yeah, those mods are amazing what they've done. But, yeah, like I said, these games are horrific and awesome, and we're getting into it now anyway. We're getting into the the Halloween spirit. We got a couple more days left in September, and then we're gonna have some more fun with some really cool stuff. So I'm sure we're gonna be talking about movies as well and getting into more horror type conversations because 'tis the season, bitches. And yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. So yeah, man. What else? There was another game I wanted to talk about. Why can't I think of it right now? And no, it's not Mario.
Wow.
It's sure? Me.
Chris Pratt playing Mario. What do you think of that?
Oh, dude, the people on Twitter are all fucking fired up about it. It's the only. Oh yeah, they're pissed off because Chris Pratt's playing Mario. But you know what really makes me mad about that whole movie is that piece of shit Seth Rogen's in it.
You mean him?
That's
bro.
You know,
I think that was a good impression of him. Sorry.
That was accurate as fuck. That was accurate as fuck because that's all he like. No, you're fine.
Shadow Man.
Ooh.
Yeah. This game's pretty awesome. Cool. And then there's Soul Reaver. I have Soul Reaver.
Oh, Soul Reaver was one of my favorites.
I recognize that name.
I got to meet the voice actor as well, Michael Bell.
Oh, nice.
Super cool guy.
Oh, and I have Riven. I don't know if you remember Myst and all that stuff.
No,
those are those static puzzle games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sega Saturn.
Funk that shit.
Yep.
Stare at this static screen for 20 minutes and try to figure out where the mouse trap is or the thing that opens the door.
Yep.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. Or how much I have to move this to the left or up or like somewhere
Right.
else to like try to figure out what I'm doing. No explanation, no nothing.
Zero.
Yeah, that shit was nuts. Soul Reaver was fucking great. That was one of my favorites. That thing too where you could kind of like you could twist the world and make it like, you know, the spirit realm. That shit was cool and how they changed things. The puzzle solving was pretty cool in that
The whole
too.
Legacy of Kain series is really good.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, I know they went back. Yeah, they did like Blood Omen 2 and everything. Yeah, dude. Just the whole idea too that they were these warrior priests that went evil, and then Cain fucking he killed them or whatever, and then he resurrects them, like, and he makes them his lieutenants, his vampiric lieutenants. That shit was so cool. But the other thing that was amazing is that they were each kind of blessed with a special gift, and they were all changing. Raziel, that's why he's got the kind of draped wings. He turned into a vampire bat pretty much. You had the one that was like a spider. The big dude though, which I love, I think his name was Dumas. He had like a brother who was like he was growing like to be like a giant, and they stormed his castle, his place, whatever, and they impaled him. He had like 3 stakes through him. They were huge, and you had to climb up on top of them, rip them out. This is centuries later, and like he reawakens, and then he just like chases you through the board. That shit was amazing.
You had the underwater ones too, or the aquatic guys.
That was crazy.
Vampires you had to fight too.
Yeah, man, they had so many cool aspects. You know, that game, fun fact, was actually supposed to be Soul Reaver was only supposed to be 1 game. It was 2 discs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
People unlocked the extra kind of dialogue and footage that was in there. There was a whole segment with a dark priestess. There was more to do with there was like a cathedral where where the vampires they used the place to like they blew smoke into the air to cloud the sky so they could come out during the day.
Yeah.
Like there was something with that where you could kind of change it and get rid of all of that, so like the smog disappears. So there would be like no vampires around, like on
nice.
Outside. They don't be inside. Like they had some really cool different aspects that they were going to continue to do, and some of the art. I don't know if you remember when the credits roll in that game. You see one where it looks like Raziel is almost kind of whole again, and it looks like he's got like scars kind of around his body, and like instead of having caved in. It's solid, and his face is like it's all kind of like flat.
Okay.
He devours the soul of Cain in the original version, and he becomes kind of more solid again. He's not just this wraith anymore. Yeah. That's what they originally were going to do.
Oh, nice.
Which I almost kind of preferred that to what they ended up doing with the character. That he goes back. He is the soul in the sword. I get what they did, but I think they dragged it out too much. There's other things they could have done, and I know they came close to doing a remake on that game a few times, and then they kind of I don't know, they stopped. Man, I would have really loved to see what they were going to do with it, because that had so much potential. They had great writers on it as well.
Yeah, they did.
People from like the comic book and movie industry.
There was a game called Prey too that was pretty good too, and you were this girl that was looking for a boyfriend in this demon world. I think it was Prey. Oh no, not Primal. Prey. Primal.
It rings a bell. We see some footage or something or still. There was an Awful Legacy of Kain multiplayer game.
There it is.
I'm not familiar with that.
I didn't know about that either.
Yeah. It is a crime that they didn't have a finale on that. But wait, didn't the Blood Omen sequel, didn't it have some sort of... I'm trying to remember. They went up to what, Soul Reaver 2 or 3?
Oh, I don't remember. It's been ages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they never finished Kane's story. Raziel's story is done, but they never finished Kane's, which was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know.
But here's Primal. So you were this girl who was looking for a boyfriend, and you could like harness the power of different demons. And you had this little gargoyle guy running around, and you could switch between them, and use him to like solve puzzles and do all kinds of stuff. And then you could use her to do combat.
I might have played this.
But it was pretty good from back in the day.
Nice. Yeah, Scotsman. What was your favorite game or game series?
Well, currently or from the past, you have to be more specific.
We'll do the past first and then the present.
Okay. Well, I was a huge fan of the Legend of Zelda series. I played, literally from the very beginning. I remember Paul Rudd actually was in the original NES commercials as a young man. It's pretty bizarre seeing him. He doesn't look that different, to be honest. And I played through.
He doesn't age.
He's a Highlander.
He seriously, he must be, because he looks the same. But yeah, so the Legend of Zelda series on the NES. Super NES was when Street Fighter came out. So Street Fighter, I remember a friend of mine and we mowed lawns all throughout the entire neighborhood just to, save up money to buy a PS or a Super NES and then get the Street Fighter right when it came out. And then from that to Mortal Kombat, and as the consoles got more powerful, just later iterations of all those. Tekken was another one of my favorites. So, from the classic games.
Tekken was one of those that I especially this sequel. I played one. I rented one, cleared the shit out of that, loved it, and then the sequel dropped like kind of shortly after. I was a little bit late on the first game, but when the second one came out, and then every time you cleared the game, you unlocked another character.
Yeah,
like that was so addictive.
Well, you had Virtua Fighter, which was similar to Tekken, almost kind of like the same engine, but not as good.
Not the same. I didn't like Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
It was Tekken and Street Fighter. Those were like my two big fighting games, and then Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Well, I was actually a pizza delivery driver at a local pizzeria back then, and so on my breaks, I used to play Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat all the time. Nice. And so I got ridiculously good at that game, and it was in Hacienda Heights, California, which is right next to a Buddhist temple. So a lot of Asians live in that area. So I was playing all the Asian kids all the time, and there would just be a stream of them while I was on my break. I would just be wrecking them because I played all the time, Yeah. And so I would end up giving my game when my break was over. I'm like, hey, come here, you can have my game. And like there would be just quarters lined up along the you remember where you put your quarter up there and you were next? Yeah, that was a good times, man.
That's hilarious. Oh shit. Parrothead, he's saying that it left off with Kane being able to see everything Raziel could. Interesting. Yeah.
Kane being able.
Yeah. Well, I remember something like that. It was kind of like panning off in the distance. He had some kind of dialogue, narration, almost like like he was going to do one more thing, and and we never get to see how his story ends. But that sucks. But okay, so that was kind of the original games that you enjoyed. What about currently?
Well, there was a transition. I transitioned from one genre of game, from fighting to shooting. So around when Call of Duty 4 came out on the original Xbox 360, that changed everything for me. It made me a fan of shooters from going forward after that. I played competitive search and destroy. I played a little bit of Counter-Strike, not too much though. I wasn't really good with keyboard and mouse. I got really good with a controller, and played the entire series of Call of Duty all the way through. And from there, got into World of Warcraft, which is a weird jump. But my friends, see, the thing is, I had a group of IRL friends who played religiously, and they always wanted me to play. And I'm not playing that shit. Are you serious? Yeah, and then because I saw all this crap, there's all this propaganda about it. People like ruining their lives over it, and completely neglecting themselves. And so I had 3 friends conspire to get me into Warcraft. They bought me the battle chest. This was back in Mists of Pandaria. They got me game time, and they basically stuck the needle in my arm, and they were like, "Hey, come play with us." And I couldn't be a dick and go like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna play that," because they spent real money on it. So I said, "Okay." So I got started, and basically they'd created a guild for their alts, and I joined this guild. I leveled a rogue, an undead.
That's
rogue.
what I play, rogue.
There you go. I leveled an undead rogue, and
that's what I started as too.
I got extremely invested in the game very fast, and my addictive personality took over. And then all of them quit and left me there. And I was like, no, wait a minute, guys. No, you just literally hopelessly addicted me to this game, and now you fuckers are gone. What are you talking about? You're quitting. So I continued to play. Then I started to watch YouTube videos about it. I started to research, well, what can I do with this game? And then raiding came up. I didn't know what it was. I started watching videos about raiding, and I was like, I need to do this. So I became the guild leader of the guild I was in. Obviously it was just their alts. I started recruiting. I recruited dozens of players. I got everybody together, and we started raiding in Mists of Pandaria. And we didn't kill shit for literally half a year. And then all of a sudden we got our shit together. I got tired of replacing tanks, so I re-rolled to a Brewmaster Monk and mastered that. And I've been a monk ever since. And now my guild, we're currently on Kel'Thuzad right before Sylvanas. Looking to take that down in heroic, and that should happen in the next week or so. But it's a totally different way to think. Playing a really deep game like World of Warcraft. Mogwai actually in the chat, he's in my guild. He joined the guild.
Nice.
So I highly recommend if you want to waste a lot of time and a lot of your life, play some WoW.
Yeah, I played
really
Rogue
gratifying.
as well.
All these people out here who play a bunch of different games, they get this exhilaration whenever when the credits roll, you kill the final boss. That's amazing. That same feeling times 1,000 in when you kill the final boss in a long raid tier, because you didn't just do it by yourself. You had to coordinate with 10 to 20 other people, all showing up, doing your jobs, learning, playing masters of your class, bringing all the consumables you need, being completely buffed, having all your gear in order and everything. You have to farm gear for everybody, get everybody up to stuff, learn the mechanics.
I did something like that today. We continued Pathfinder over on Greeny Draws.
I saw that.
Yeah, my Alex Jones orc, he was getting upset with some people.
Alex Jones
he
orc.
got attacked by a fucking giant spider.
Nice.
And then we're trying to break down this door, covered in rubble. Finally get it open. I got bit by the spider. Venom coursing through him. He's practically dying. Then find out it's like a dead end, and we have to circle back. So I went, oh wow! We got in there, and I got injured, almost died for nothing. Great.
Oh my god. In chat, Chris. Sapped Girls Can't Say No was banned guild on my server.
Oh wow.
I can imagine.
I remember 40-man raids.
Oh,
because I started it in vanilla.
Yeah.
And I played Undead Rogue up until I want to say probably Mists of Pandaria when they nerfed Will of the Forsaken. So it wasn't really worth anything anymore. So then I switched to a Blood Elf.
Right.
So now I'm a Blood Elf Rogue. That's my main.
What kind of spec?
Assassination.
Okay, Assassination is doing well right now.
Yeah.
I played combat all throughout all of Pandaria.
That's what I did too. I originally played combat, and then they changed it to outlaw, and I do not like how outlaw is. So I'm just like, forget it.
Combat Rogue was so amazing because you had unlimited potential with combat because you had no caps on your targets. You could do a killing spree with across every target in the area. It was unbelievable. I ripped threat off tanks so many times, and I would just you get wrecked, you get killed. But god damn, was it so much fun.
Right now, Pete's like, I'm not high enough for World of Warcraft. So
well, right now I stopped playing World of Warcraft and I'm playing Final Fantasy 14.
As a lot of people have.
And it is amazing. Like I started playing back before Stormblood came out, and recently came back again and finished up Shadowbringers. Amazing story. Like World of Warcraft is good, but they don't focus so much on the story. Like it's kind of takes this backseat, and it's all about like getting to the max level first. 14, you can like take your time, enjoy the story, and then there's the end game. But yeah.
Well, let me finish off telling people about the Pathfinder thing as well. So Chris was there too. He was watching. Yeah, by the end of it, I was stacking rocks to make some kind of staircase or something. I don't know. But before that, I ripped the head off of a dead dog, and I took its collar that had some kind of stone. So I think we're going to continue that in 2 weeks over on Reading Draws. That was kind of fun and crazy, some of the shit that happened.
That's crazy.
It was just, it's hilarious because I'm breaking the fourth wall, and I think it's pissing off the person
players.
The dungeon master. Yeah. I think he's getting upset because I'm also referring to him. And they're like, What voice do you speak of? I went, oh, I'm tripping balls off the venom in my arm. It went to my head. I'm seeing and hearing things. Go buy my pills on Infowars.com.
Fuck Fauci.
Like, what pills are you talking about?
I've got the documents.
I got the documents.
Snowden released it.
Yeah, Snowden released it. Fuck Klaus Schwab. They are globalists. They were destroying the world. Fuck them and their mothers and the horse they came in on.
That's right.
Pete, what's your favorite video game?
Honestly, man, the one up behind me, Kung Fu Master, as it was originally called. It's the side scroller. 1985. It's an acclaim. It won a bunch of awards.
Is it the knockoff of Game of Death?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thomas was the hero, and he's trying to save his girlfriend Sylvia from Mr. X. I played this game so many times. Like, this was one of the first games I got after I got my Nintendo, because I got I got this, and Zelda obviously came out, was it 86? I think it was, right? I think it was 86, because I got that because that was one of the ones that was like anticipating the release, because you see the commercials, you got to get. That was one of those games. So, but yeah, this Kung Fu was one of my favorites. It was fun, man. And later on, Renegades, if anybody remembers that one, Renegades, I always joke around, is the one game that it encouraged violence against women. It really did. Because you would like get locked in a room with these two big bitches, and it's just you, and it's like, hey, you can fucking kill them or you're gonna die, and it's like, okay. So that was the game was fucking hilarious, like the concept of it. But yeah, this one was a side scroller. It was like you're going up the temple. It was fun, man. I have a lot of memories of playing this as a kid. Like, there was a lot of times, like when I first got it, like I got pissed because I'd rage quit a few times. You had learned how to pattern to duck under the knot. Because, I mean, you think about it now, like playing it now, I'd be like, holy shit, like how did I ever die playing this? But like I'm playing Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers, with my kid the other day, and I'm in like the 4th level, and like I died jumping off a fucking brick trying to make it across a little thing like this big, and I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, you go to level 4? You mean you don't immediately skip to level 3 and do the infinite life glitch? Sir.
Oh, damn. You were just called out.
I remember the infinite life glitch.
Man. I do not.
Level 1, floor 2, you jump over, down, jump down, you go into the warp, you warp to 3, you go through 3, you get to the one with the turtles jumping down the last pyramid, and then you kick them into the pyramid until you get
do that infinitely.
Infinite lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, back in the day, my first job as a plumber, it was me and my brother Luigi. We were down there, and we came across those alligators in the sewers. These things are real. They took my girlfriend. I used to call her Princess Peach. Unbelievable. But sometimes you have to kill the alligator to get your girl back. And I did, and I won. Something with a flag, a castle, I can't remember. I was tripping balls back then. But fun times.
You try to jump off the pyramid and hit the flagpole with 6 seconds left, so you get all the fireworks, the bonus.
Yep.
Right? This is
Of
Paul
course.
Rudd, by the way, and his Nintendo commercial behind me.
I was just looking at that.
Is it bad that my favorite modern game, like, because like I really don't have like it's honestly probably the most modern game that I would say would be my favorite would be No Mercy for N64.
N64 is his
Yeah,
most
man.
modern game.
Well, I've got, like I said, I got the PS2. Like, I love Scarface. Like, I mean, when that came out, like, I played the shit out of that. Like, that's the one game I pre-ordered was Scarface because I'm such a huge fan of that fucking movie, like the video game, and it's basically like Grand Theft Auto, you know. And it was fun. The Sopranos game, that's another one when that came out. I got that the day it dropped, and I beat it within like I think 5 hours. I was disappointed. I don't even think it took me that long. It was an extremely like disappointing denouement to that game. Like it really was, because it's like you're made, game over. It's like wait, what? No, I don't get to do shit. You just get made in the fucking game. As it basically was as disappointing as the end of the fucking series. To me, was that whole.
Went to a restaurant, everything went black.
Yeah, I thought my cable fucked up. Like I did. I was and so many people were like, "Is something wrong with my cable or my satellite?" You know. I hated the ending to that fucking show. Like,
I hated that fucking show.
The season was terrible. The last season was shit.
Yeah, literally the first episode I saw was Paulie Walnuts and was that Mike Imperioli. They were in
Christopher.
Christopher.
They got lost in the woods and the guy got away from them.
Right, and then they couldn't find them. They found the van. Yep. They jumped in the van, and all they had was the ketchup packets to eat. They were starving. They were out there for hours. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this was a comedy. I'll watch it all the time then. I put it next week. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was like a caricature of Italians and the mob. It was so fucking stupid. Give me the gabagool. You gabagool. Like, everything about that show drove me crazy, how retarded it was. But while they were filming, I think, was it season 6? What's the one that had Steve Buscemi that he came on?
I think it was 5 or 6.
It's either 5 or 6. They filmed it around the corner from where I live in New York. Okay. And I had a knock on the door. It was the UPS guy, and he's there. He's there with a fucking package, and he goes, "Hey, how come you're not by the fucking cemetery?" I'm like, "Hey, why don't you fucking drop that and go over there?" He's like, No. They're filming over there. I'm like, "Who's filming over there?" "They're filming The Sopranos." I went, "Oh, no shit." So me and my brother, we walked 2 blocks, and they had dude, that's what I loved about New York. Everyone was a ball breaker. They had all their trailers like lined up, and it was this cemetery that it's a pretty big one actually too. But it was like one of the side entrances to it, so you could walk through there, and a lot of people did. They used to walk through the cemetery to get to the other side, and they had like the big stores and stuff were on the other side of the cemetery. So they shut off one end. They had just that side open. Weather was shit, and I got to meet Steve Buscemi. My brother was he was just closing the umbrella, and as he's closing it, he was jamming. And he kept going like, and it looked like he was jerking off. So he walked by and he goes, "Hi," like, "Hey, Steve." He goes into his trailer, and then they had the stand-in for James Gandolfini. People thought it was him until he was getting closer, and it was just like his stand-in. And out of the side, they had Paulie Walnuts and Christopher. They came out and they started making it kind of like a commotion. So the people who were there in the neighborhood, they went over to them to get autographs and shit. And as they did, then James Gandolfini was coming up. And I'm like, I told my brother, "Dick, open up the umbrella." He went, "What?" I said, "Open up the umbrella." It kind of blocked the view from how we were standing because we were close to the crowd. So if we blocked it like that, no one could see past the umbrella. So me and my brother, we got to talk to him a little bit. Like, we came up a little bit closer. And he was cool as shit. I'll just say that right off the bat. We asked to take a photo. He's like, yeah, go for it. As he's walking, he no joke, he submerges his foot entirely into a pothole fucking full of water from all the rain. He's ankle deep. His foot is gone in there.
Wow.
Going, "Oh, shit." And then he goes, "Did you get it?" And I went, "No, I got your side profile. You're looking down." He went, he leans back, he grabs his personal assistant, And he pulls her over and goes, "We'll take it again," with the biggest smile on his face. Like, didn't do anything. You know, any other act would have been cursing, flipping the fuck out.
Yep.
Nope. He had his foot submerged in water. He's got to go change, and he's cool as shit. He's fine. Yeah, no problem. You know, and he's asking us about, you know, because we gave him a business card, and we had some. We talked about art a little bit, but we dropped them off a statue my brother had done, and I think it's in the background of one of the episodes. Did a statue of Zeus with his arms crossed. They told us where to send it. He had a studio. He had part of his studio was in Silver Cup, and we mailed it over there. And I think it did get into one of the episodes. I can't remember which one, but it's on the shelf. I don't know if it was in his office or the shrink. What's her face?
Oh, Dr. Melfi.
Yeah,
Lorraine Bracco.
Yeah, I don't know if it's either in her scene or in his. I forgot which one it was, but that was pretty cool though, pretty damn awesome. But yeah, rest his soul.
His son's playing him, the younger version in The Many Saints in Newark, which I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was a fan of the show the first 6 seasons, 7 seasons shit the bed for me. Just from an entertainment perspective, it was just like
there was some story elements I could get on board with, but a lot of it, like, they just started doing really over the top goofy shit with characters. And they ruined Steve Buscemi's character. They built him up like he was going to be some kind of fucking badass, and then they cucked him and then killed him. Like, what was the point of that?
One of my favorite angles was Ralphie, fucking what's his name? Pantoliano, Joe Pantoliano. Comes in and he's dating that he's dating that one stripper, the chick with the braces, and he gets her pregnant, and he takes her out back, and she's telling him she's pregnant, and he's like, and if we have a girl, we'll name it after you. And she's like, really? He goes, yeah, so she can grow up to be a cocksucking fucking whore like her mother. And she fucking slaps him. And she's like, you think? And he fucking cuffs her back. And she's like, that make you feel like a big fucking man? And he comes in, and this motherfucker just right hands her and drops her and takes her head and just smacks it off the fucking guardrail until she's just dead. And then he just walks back in like nothing happened. A little bit of blood in his knuckles. And Tony and Paulie and him go, and what's his name? Stevie Van Zandt, Silvio. They go back and they find, he's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, he's like, what? You know, it's like, holy shit. And then
Joey Pants, they need to put him in more movies and TV shows.
He's so
that
good.
That guy
like,
is fantastic. He's
versatile.
Hilarious. Yeah, he's hilarious when he needs to be, but when he can get vicious, holy shit.
Yes, he played that fucking role, dude. Like, his death scene, like when him and Tony were fighting, when Tony fucking killed him in the kitchen, like spraying him in the eyes with fucking Pam and Chili, hitting him with the fucking frying pan. Like, that scene was just savage. And then there was the one dude, the fucking guy, he was dating Tony's sister, and I remember she comes out and he kept ribbing her for calling her fucking fat. And she just fucking shoots him when he's sitting there at the table. Yeah, I can't remember who the fuck that was, what the actor's name was, but God, there was so many good sequences and like the characters, and yeah, that was the things like the last season, like it really ruined a lot of the character arcs. And that was a shame because they spent seasons building some of these, and it's like you just tear them down all of a sudden.
Yeah, but it's because of the writer too. The guy, he had substance abuse problems, and he kept fucking up things, and they had delays and all that shit. Same thing with Deadwood, you know.
Dude,
that series was fantastic, and they kept fucking up because of what he was doing. The writer what he was doing.
Me and the wife are gonna watch that. We're almost done with Game of Thrones. We've got a couple seasons left of Game of Thrones. And
just stop where you're at,
dude. I know.
Just stop right now.
Trust me. I already know what happens in the last season.
So AIDS, dude. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm in season 5 right now, and it's still fucking like really good. You know, like, and I'm gonna read the books afterwards because my mother-in-law's got the Song of Ice and Fire set, and I know RR hasn't fucking finished writing the last book because
he's gonna die before that.
Oh yeah, you know, he keeps writing like all these other fucking books and not finishing the series.
What, wasn't there 2 books he had to fucking write?
I thought it was just one to finish the Song of Ice and Fire series, wasn't it?
I think
I thought it was just one.
I thought it was one book they were
Was
waiting
it?
on him to write, because that's what Dumb and Dumber, Benioff and Weiss used as an excuse.
Mhm.
We ran out of source material. It's like, well, they were just shitty. Like they were fucking bad at their
Right.
jobs, and
Mhm.
they showed ass. And
What
like,
was the last one that was released?
what, the book?
The book.
Well, I don't know the name of it.
Oh,
How
look.
many books are in the series? Like, I can't remember, because like I said, I know my mother-in-law's got it, and I wanted to read them after we were done with the show.
Where's Scotty when you need him?
Right?
Right.
He's the expert.
Do we know when the last one was released? By the way,
The last book, I have no idea.
nobody knows. Okay.
No.
Well, we're gonna have to pick. We're gonna have to pick his brain. If no one in the chat knows,
7? There's supposed to be 7 books.
and they're up to what?
The Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring are the 2 unfinished books.
See, I was right.
Okay.
2 books.
Yeah, I know. Everybody tells me to
And he's
skip.
working on the 6th book.
I already know how bad the last season was. I watched fucking everybody like just
Melt
review
down.
it, and oh god, dude, yeah. And it's
Yeah.
funny too, because like one of the only people I talked to from high school yet, like one of my best friends, and like I said, I live back in my hometown, and he lives a couple minutes from me. We still hang out and stuff. He watched it, and he's a normie. He's like a normie, and I asked him, I was like, "What did you think of the last season?" He goes, "I thought it was good," and I'm like, and I'm like bringing up these points to him that like, guys like Gary and Mahler and them like.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I didn't pick. I was like, wow. But then again, like this is the dude like in 07 when he took me to see, he's like, let's go see Cloverfield. I'm like, all right. So we go to see Cloverfield, and like halfway through the movie, I'm like, man, fuck this. Like, fuck this fucking movie. And he's like, what? This is good. I'm like, I should fucking stab you.
I enjoyed Cloverfield. I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
I'm gonna shake you right now.
I've watched
Cloverfield Lane. I enjoyed a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched the original Cloverfield movie, and I know I think they're doing a sequel to it or some shit.
Another one.
Yeah, they do like 3 movies so far.
I think so. It's like I haven't watched it, but it's like I've watched it like probably 2 or 3 times since it originally came out, and I'm just like, I still don't like it, but I guess like if they did it, if like the monster, I like the concept. It just was executed so poorly because it was J.J. Abrams.
Well, yeah, and that shaky cam shit was retarded.
Oh,
Like you get motion sickness like 10 minutes into the damn movie.
Well, that and it was the annoying fucking bartender from Deadpool. What's his name?
Oh.
That was
the guy with the fro, with the
Yeah.
ginger fro, whatever.
that was
that is.
narrating. He narrated like basically the whole Cloverfield movie. He's fucking annoying.
J.J. Abrams is the biggest fucking. He is the biggest honey dick. Oh god, dude, I hate just getting jerked around constantly with these
TJ Miller.
T.J. Miller. Thank you,
half
thank you, Chris.
premises
Fitz.
and like this mystery box nonsense, dude.
Right.
Dude, fucking finish a story.
Yes.
You are the best 2-hour movie trailer maker in the business. Finish a fucking story, you dickhead.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Fucking nuts. But yeah, I don't know if they could do something closer to what Cloverfield Lane was. Then I think they have something special. But if it's gonna be dumb shit, it's gonna be following shitty characters.
But did you watch the Netflix Cloverfield movie that they did?
Which one was that?
Which one? I saw the one. Was that the one with John Goodman?
No, that's Lane.
That's
The
Okay,
Lane
I
is
saw that
the-
one.
It's
What was the
I
other
forget
one?
what it's called. But they go up into space and it like shows like gives you more background to what.
So that
like,
ties
is
into
actually
the
going
first
on.
movie.
Oh,
That ties
okay.
into the
I think
first
I did see that.
Okay.
I think I did. I can't
10,
remember it.
10 Cloverfield Lane was good. Chris
Yeah.
Fisk. I dug that. I'm sorry. I got sucked into a rabbit hole of Jim Wynorski movies earlier, and he's got like 175,000 film credits. That's like,
the Cloverfield Paradox is the Netflix one.
is it a series or a movie?
It's a movie.
It's a movie. All right. So I need to check that out then. The Cloverfield Paradox.
It got like 21%, 5.5.
I saw it. I don't remember it. I don't even remember who the fuck is
So
in
it's good then.
You think
So
I'm not
it's
you
good.
think I'm not scared of a bad rating? I've got 70 Batwoman videos on my channel. Come at
Oh,
me,
yeah.
bro. Come
Dude,
at me.
you're fearless. Just get
Come
that
at me.
guy a whole bunch of edibles, and he's good to go.
Dude, I live drunk tweeted fucking Black Christmas 2019. You want to talk about needing a fucking frontal lobotomy? And shortly after that, I watched that new fucking Blumhouse Fantasy Island movie, which was having seen the original Ricardo Montalban show, with him and the real tattoo, not just some Asian kid with a tattoo that says tattoo. And of course, every Blumhouse movie, you've got now the new ones, you've got the black goo. That is a sign of the heteronormative cisgendered white male patriarchy. That's the villain
my people.
In every movie. Yeah, right.
Fantastic.
Same here.
I think they nailed it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the cisgender folk.
Yeah, Blumhouse is just pure shit.
Dog. They really did. They dropped, like I said, man. And there's a new Fantasy Island TV show, and I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. I'm gonna check one episode out, kind of like I did that Why the Last Man, which I guess was based on a comic that was all right from like 2002 or 3. And I watched Grace Randolph review the series, and she's like, it shit the bed. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be glorious. so Grace said it shit the bed basically. So I watched it, and I made it through 2 episodes, and I'm like, I'm tapping. I'm like, I can't.
Good, man.
And mind you, 70 Batwoman videos. Like I said, reviewed every episode.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to
time.
season 3. I can't fucking wait.
Are they bringing that girl that they brought in as the new Kate Kane? Are they having her like star in the show now, or?
She'll be featured in certain episodes because
Amber heard the bed.
They can't have somebody usurping Batwoman's fucking powers, because the van down by the river.
So the black Batwoman is the main character now, and not the actual person who is Batwoman.
That's correct. That Kate Kane, who is Batwoman, is not Batwoman.
I actually heard. Speaking of all the Batman stuff and all that, I heard that they're planning on doing some kind of a spin-off of the Michael Keaton Batman that's going to be in the Flash and the Supergirl. And HBO might be doing a limited series or something on them.
Well, I know
weird.
HBO's got the Peacekeeper show with John China coming up.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Fuck him.
I'll pass.
And then you got they got a Penguin spin-off show with isn't it like a Penguin? I think it was about the Penguin. They talked about that with Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, because he's playing Penguin in the Batman, the Matt Reeves.
The Matt Reeves one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
he put on a ton of weight to do it as well.
He actually, and trust me, I say this as somebody who does not really like Colin Farrell very much.
You ever seen In Bruges?
Yes, that movie was.
I have not.
Awesome.
I have not.
One does not see In Bruges. One experiences.
Exactly.
Yes,
I've seen that in theaters, and it was on a whim.
To channel my Sean Beam.
Because back in the day, me and my buddy, we used to just be bored as fuck, and we would just like, hey, let's go to the movie. We just pick some random movie and didn't give a shit, and watch it. And that was one of them.
Parrot Head, I could take Malcolm McDowell. And is the second Fantasy Island TV series they did with Malcolm McDowell. That's fine. Malcolm McDowell is fine. I like Mike. I didn't
realize that was him.
Yeah.
This right here, when I saw the trailer, that's who I thought it was at first.
He looks like the dad from the Wonder Year. Is it not one? Is the Wonder Years?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
it's not him, but it does.
Yeah. I guess this is the more.
Holy crap!
Accurate.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
Whoa.
That's like Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
This is even better because you fucking really cannot see him at all in there.
No.
Yeah. Just the eyes.
Just the eyes. That's it. Oh my god.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
And everyone's like, Colin Farrell, I'll fight any man.
You have the fan artwork, and then when you look at like.
Nope.
And this. Honestly, this is like one of the things, because like I'm still not sold as Robert Pattinson as Batman. His stuntmen look great so far. What I've seen, his bitch ass though. But like really though, it's the surrounding characters in that movie, and I think the atmosphere are what's gonna make it. I think it will succeed despite its star. If that makes any sense to anybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
You know what
I'll
I
say
mean?
one thing. I think the Batman actually looks really good. I like the
Yeah.
costume. I
Yeah,
like
the
his
cowl and everything looks
brutality.
good.
The Bruce Wayne segments, every time you see it on the trailer, I'm taken out of it. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't do anything.
It's
That's the
emo
problem.
Bruce Wayne.
Right. With just the hair alone, like they couldn't give him a proper haircut at least,
Yeah.
because that would have saved it. Having all that long hair like that, I don't know, it doesn't work for me.
Bruce Wayne was not an angsty fucking teen. This is not that stupid ass Gotham High fucking book
Yeah.
with the fucking love triangle with, was it like Asian fucking Jack Napier and like lesbicano fucking Harley Quinn or whatever the fuck, I don't know, or Catwoman or who the fuck they had seducing these two fucking, and Jack's the poor guy and Bruce was a crazy rich Asian. That's right.
Mhm.
He was crazy
Bruce
rich
Wayne
Asian.
was a buttoned-down, dapper man who had his shit together and
Exactly.
he's charismatic.
Yep.
And Robert Pattinson is not that.
Like,
No,
look
nothing
how
about-
shitty that hair looks on him.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't look great.
No.
It's
It
fucking
looks like
awful.
it looks like he's trying to play Quentin Tarantino.
It's
He's
ridiculous.
Quentin Tarantino from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a great movie.
I fucking
Mr.
love that
Brown.
movie.
Yeah.
because it's shit. Brown's the color of shit.
I don't want to be Mr. Pink. You're Mr. Pink.
Mhm.
I don't tip because society tells me I have to.
That movie's a classic. I think that was his best
Oh.
movie.
Dude, Stuck in the Middle with You, Michael
Oh my
Madsen,
God,
fucking him
Michael
dancing,
Madsen.
cuts a
Yes.
cop's ear off. That I remember seeing that
Marvin
movie as a
Nash.
kid. Yes, that was
How
fucking
did they
great.
not give Michael Madsen an Oscar for that performance?
Oh, he was
So
robbed.
good.
He was fucking
Dude,
robbed.
totally robbed him. That guy was awesome. But I gotta say, Batman with the best hair, Christian Bale. He had
Oh,
the
yeah.
coolest hair out of all the Batman. This looks like shit. That looks like emo Batman.
You're gonna be okay.
Bale.
Say the goddamn words.
Look. Even over here, like his hair looked better here. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
who the fuck decided to ruin Bruce Wayne's fucking look? Like, I just, it's little decisions like that could make or break things. You know,
Mhm.
like,
Is it me? Maybe it's just me, but Robert Pattinson looks like he's missing a chromosome, man. I
He
don't know.
does. He's weird
well,
looking.
his
Like, look
face is crooked.
His
so he's got a
eyes are too
crooked
far
nose.
apart.
Yeah.
Too far apart. His nose is crooked. His jaw is crooked, but it goes in the opposite direction. He looks like a fucking Picasso painting.
You know how birds, how like their heads are narrow, so their eyes are like kind of wrap around the side of the head.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's almost got like complete like 360 because his eyes are so
Yeah.
far apart. Like
Yeah.
he can look around the back of his head and shit.
Yeah, dude. Don't ever try to get the last pizza. He'll see it, dude.
Right? Although, I think they could have just brought Danny DeVito back and just
No,
made him a class
Danny
hero.
DeVito's going to be busy playing Wolverine.
Oh God.
Then I just started blasting. I mean, slashing.
I love him.
He's got to
Well,
play Wolverine as Frank from It's Always Sunny, though.
Well, they have to.
That's how he's got to play the fucking
Does
role.
anybody know when a new season's dropping yet for Sonny?
Do not.
Dude, that show's one of the best ones.
I stopped watching. I was watching it all the way through, and then I stopped it where they had the Russian roulette in the basement with Danny DeVito's character.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I'm trying to remember what season that was.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like one or two, something like that. I don't remember, but yeah.
No, dude, they get
It
even more
was early.
crazy. Yeah, they get even more crazy. Danny DeVito is his best performances ever, I think, are on that show. He does the most crazy fucking shit. And the Christmas special, when he crawls out of the sofa naked, like a fucking baby. Oh my god! He put himself into the sofa because people were talking about him, and he wanted to hear what they had to say because everyone shit talking me. So he's in this leather sofa. It gets so hot. It's Christmas time, but he's so hot. He cuts it open and he rips out of it, and you see him. He slides out completely butt-ass naked, and then he walks down the hall. It's a party full of people. It's packed, and he's like, "It's too hot in there," and he's just like walking. No one's even like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
And that's the classic one too, where Charlie he loses his shit, and he's sitting on Santa's lap, and he's like, "Did you fuck my mom?" Like, what? Did you fuck my mom? He keeps having flashbacks of every time he was a kid, his mom was banging the mall Santa. And they're like, no, he was just friends. Like, Charlie, think back. Every day, Christmas morning, Santa would come down the stairs. Yeah, because it was a mall Santa who fucked your mom. And he's like, what? So he loses his shit. He's drunk or high or something. He's sitting on his lap. He's like, did you fuck my mom? What did you say? Did you fuck my mom? What? And then he just yells, did you fuck my mom? And he goes to bite the guy.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you guys got to watch it. That shit was hilarious. Charlie Day's awesome. I think, is he playing Luigi on that?
Yeah, he's playing Luigi.
Yeah.
That should be great.
It'd be nice if some actual Italians were in that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought people of specific things had to play.
I was gonna say, man, that's a little culturally insensitive to the Italian people, isn't it?
That's why Twitter is in an uproar over Pratt.
Yep. But
Which
they ain't said shit about.
You know what? Shigeru Miyamoto's a fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's responsible for most of the Nintendo fucking franchises that we all know and love.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wants Chris Pratt as Mario, Chris Pratt's fucking Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fuck yourselves.
Is he going to do a voice, though? Because as long as it's not just Chris Pratt.
He went on Instagram and said, all right, everyone check it out. And then he said, it's a me, Mario, just in his normal voice. He's like, what do you think? And he's like, no, I'm just kidding. We've been working on the voice. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Like,
nice.
Yeah. But the dude is actually still alive. Like, he's going to conventions who does
Mario's voice. He's supposed to have a cameo in it, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, just a cameo?
Yeah, they said they weren't casting, like, the original, like, for some reason. I don't know why it's voice work. I don't know why you wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't know. Why would they?
But I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. But this was the other game we were talking about earlier, the Lords of Shadow, where you get to actually play as the first Belmont.
Mm-hmm.
And spoiler alert, you find out he's actually he's Dracula. So all like the beasts and stuff that you end up killing throughout the game, you're getting their powers. So he fights these huge like vampiric monsters and stuff, and there's a couple of them where it was really amazing what they did. One had like these huge bat wings, so when he kills it, it was almost like a quickening too. Like he would get like the power goes into him, and then he could get like a double leap. And when he does, he gets like these angel wings that kind of like just spring out of him like magically, and then they go away when he lands. But like they kept giving him extra special powers. But the whole thing of that game, which was really cool, is he heard that he could bring back his wife with like this death mask, and his purpose is to defeat the devil, Satan.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you get to the end of the game, and you beat all these monsters, he finally could get this death mask. You're like in this weird limbo kind of fucking realm. And that actor Jason Isaac did the voice of Satan. That was pretty cool. I think he played Malfoy's father in the Harry Potter movies. If you guys aren't familiar with that dude, he's a fantastic actor, but he killed it, man. They did an awesome job. The dialogue that they had, you pretty much beat him, and then you find out that by beating him, like you're getting all these fucking horrible evil powers and shit. And the mask is just, he puts it on, he could see her spirit, he can't bring her back. So it was like this whole thing that he got fucked over. And then,
little Anakin Skywalker vibes there, huh?
Sorta ish.
Wants to bring back Padme, ends up getting turned to the dark side. Similar. Yeah.
Similar, but it's like the course of the game. It's like Frankenstein's monster and other things of that nature. Like the parts that you go through in the game, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun.
That's the sequel, right? That's like that.
They made two of them. So yeah, they had the first one. The sequel, you get to play as the fully powered Dracula, and he has all these crazy abilities and shit that he could do. He's got like this blood whip. The trailer alone for this game, for the sequel, is fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
The music, all that stuff.
Wasn't Patrick Stewart? Didn't he voice some stuff for the first one, if I remember correctly?
And I believe he came back for the second as well.
Okay.
think he did. But yeah, Patrick Stewart's in it. The one who plays Belmont in Dracula is the dude from the Full Monty and 28 Days Later.
All right.
Or 20 weeks. The little dude.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. Another big actor. He's
I always get the zombie movie mixed up with the Sandra Bullock movie.
Yeah. Train Spotting, the one you couldn't understand, and
Begbie, the guy who played Begbie.
Say again.
The guy who played Begbie. I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he voices. That if anyone saw that Once Upon a Time show, he played Mr. Gold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's the voice. He's the voice of him. But great actor. He did a killer performance in this. Definitely. I recommend this game if you guys haven't played it. I would definitely dive into it. It was a lot of fun. But yeah,
I never played the sequel. I played the first one. Didn't do the sequel yet.
Sequel's pretty awesome, and it's just those two games because they pretty much ended it. I mean, he does have a proper ending.
Mm-hmm.
But like the direction too in the actual like the trailer is fucking epic. But very, very dark game. Plenty of cool shit you can do.
Nice.
The trailer he pretty much takes out an army by himself.
Oh shit,
dude, it's fucking amazing. I would really like to show it, but I don't think I could. What if I put it like on mute or something and just kind of skim through it? Would they still?
They might
be all right. I don't
know. I don't know. Every time I show a trailer, I got to claim whether I show audio or not.
What if you just have it like on pause and skip through it a bit?
If you go like a couple seconds at a time, you should be good. But I got a jet, guys. It's because I got to work in the morning and.
Oh yeah, all right, man.
You're all good, brother. It's been fun, gentlemen. Scotsman TV, it was nice meeting you, sir.
Same.
Draven, Tony.
Excellent.
We're gonna have to have an in-depth. We're gonna have to have an in-depth conversation when you finally finish Game of Thrones.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'll follow you on Twitter.
Word.
And we'll I'll have you come on a Wednesday night and we'll talk Game of Thrones if you're available.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool, man. I'd be down for that too.
Absolutely.
I still there's a lot I still like about Game of Thrones. I know a lot of people want to shit throughout.
I've enjoyed it so far. I was saddened that Sean Bean got killed so soon because I liked
Spoiler
you should
alert.
expect it.
Yeah.
Well, Sean Bean dies in every movie.
I was gonna say, it was Sean Bean. I'm like, if he makes it through one season, I'll be okay.
Yep.
But
Boromir. I mean, he's gonna get it. I mean, if you guys saw Equilibrium as well.
Equilibrium, yep.
Equilibrium.
The only one he didn't die in, National Treasure.
Yep.
And Silent Hill 1.
God, Laurie Holden looked good in Silent Hill as the cop.
So
I fucking loved her. All right, y'all. I gotta take off though. I gotta jet. You guys have a great night. Vinny, Tony, I will catch you guys tomorrow night. With Red, we'll be 8:30 Eastern, episode 171. Like I said, we'll be playing some Keeping It Saxy tomorrow night, some Kenny G fucking trivia, and we're still we got the giveaway out tomorrow. We'll start the giveaway for the plug and play WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge video game I'm giving away.
Wait. Pull it back up. Let's see.
Yeah, right here. We're giving this away.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just it's a little fucking gimmick. I figure it'll be just kind of fun to give away one of these little plug and play things.
That's cool.
Play it or put it on your fucking shelf. It's just a cool collectible.
By the way, I did finally watch the 3rd season of Dark Side of the Ring.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I want to watch the Canyon one tonight. That's what I'm going to try to do before I go to bed. I'm going to watch
Nick
that.
Cage, that was a fucked up one. The collision in Korea. Holy shit.
Yeah, I watched that too.
They should just make a movie out of that one.
Yeah, I just the plane ride from hell. Me and Tony streamed about that on Friday night. That was yeah.
Was that in season 2?
I think it was 3.
That was season 3. That one just dropped. That one just dropped like a couple weeks, like a week or two ago.
Oh, okay.
So,
wait, how many did you do so far?
I don't know how many episodes they've released. Even I usually just if I see one that PK is my interest, I'll watch it. Like the Pillman, I love the Pillman one, but
Pillman was great. The Davey Boy Smith one was insane too.
Fuck, dude, that guy's life was. All right, I gotta go, or we'll get I'll get sucked down a rabbit hole. I'll see you guys later.
Monday and Tuesday we'll talk that stuff.
Yep. I'll see you guys.
You got it, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we could end. We did 2 hours today. I think that's pretty good. I do gotta get back to work myself. I'm working on some amazing pages for Shadow of the Kraken currently, and I think I'm just gonna pencil out the rest of it, and then just do like inking and the coloring, and maybe
you're gonna make me ink it, is what you're saying, right?
Say again.
You're gonna make me ink it, is what you're saying, right?
Listen, I don't know yet. If you stop playing World of Warcraft, you have time to
sorry, no deal.
Yeah, man.
Listen, everybody, you've been awesome. Chris was very excited. That's awesome.
Right.
Thank you, guys and girls. We didn't get to hear though, Tone. What's your favorite video game franchise back in the day and currently?
My favorite video game franchise back in the day and currently since 1987 is definitely The Legend of Zelda.
Nice.
Yeah, great games. I love the lore. Love there's no other games really like The Legend of Zelda. There are other action adventure games or this or that, but nothing's quite like Zelda.
Very cool, man. I strongly recommend Uncharted if you're into Indiana Jones type stuff.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Tomb Raider as well, it has those vibes. Yet it's still its own thing. It very much feels like a movie. Every game is its own movie. So we basically get 4 movies and then kind of like a little spin-off kind of thing, like a one shot. But yes, very fucking cool. And yeah, they did a lot of growth with the character as well. From the first game you played to the last one. Very fucking cool. So I highly recommend those. Yeah, for me, I had a whole bunch. Again, we talked about the fighting games. I love Street Fighter. I love Tekken. Some of those were really amazing. The original Zelda, I played that with my cousins and stuff too. That was killer. I did enjoy them, but I didn't get a chance to play all the different, all the other ones. One girl I dated. She was really big into Zelda, and I got to see a little bit of one of the other ones. I think it was on the GameCube.
Wind Waker. Oh wait, no, that was
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Well, they were both on the GameCube. Wind Waker and Twilight. If you can, for the Nintendo Switch, try Breath of the Wild. I think that's the best open world I've ever played.
I heard it's good. I don't own a Switch though.
Dude, I love them. They're awesome.
The LOD or whatever the new version of the Switch is coming out, so you could always get that if you decide to get a Switch.
Cool. Well, maybe one day. Right now, I got my hands full on some awesome projects, and I still have games I haven't yet even cracked open.
Yeah,
I have a friend
Steam library has dozens of games I've never even launched.
Oh, dude, I know.
Yeah, same.
I have
Summer sale. Just buying everything.
That's what I did too. I picked up games for like $8, $12, whatever.
I got these 3 games here that I haven't touched. I got like a bunch of stuff over here. I got is Scarlet Nexus, which was recently just came out. Shin Megami Tensei 3. Since 5 is coming out, I got that. And then Nier Automata. Which I just did. There's a crossover event in Final Fantasy 14, which I just did, and it kind of intrigued me. So now I kind of want to play that.
That's cool, man.
Because they kind of they don't give you like a full story of like the world, but like just like a little tease, and it's just like, okay, this is interesting.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
Did anyone play ActRaiser or ActRaiser 2?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this game, just real quick, it has 2 different phases, okay? The first phase is side-scrolling. You go through a land, clear out all the demons, whatever. And then the second phase is almost like SimCity. You're playing God. And once you clear the part of the land out of all the demons, then you have to build it up and build up your civilization. It was a Super Nintendo game, and it was really innovative and cool for its time, but they're remaking it and about to release it on the Switch.
Oh, nice.
So, well, updating the graphics a little bit, the music, and I'm fucking stoked for that. I haven't played that game since the 90s, but that's another really cool game, and it was its own thing.
Cool, man. Might have to look
That's
into
awesome.
that. There's been a bunch of games that I've absolutely loved, and currently, like I said, I'll try to find ones that look like they are big games that have a lot of like story elements and or just like fun action stuff. Like again, Ghost of Tsushima, we talked about that, fucking amazing. Spider-Man, loved it. I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise as well.
Same, if you couldn't tell.
Yes, I saw, man. You got some cool statues back there.
Yeah.
I was able to get a absolutely amazing piece. I had to put it away because of hurricanes, like a year ago or a year and a half ago. I have Alexios from the Greek one from Odyssey. I got this statue on a steal. This thing is going for like $1,500. I got it for like around $300.
Oh, nice. That's really good.
Yeah. I got it off their website. Ubisoft had some kind of crazy deal.
Unity was the last statue that I got because like they used to be like $150 for like the collectors with the statue, and then they like jacked the prices up like super high like after that to like $300. It's like, what the hell?
They did a lot of crazy things, but I know like those bigger statues, like they were like limited ones and stuff, but yeah, those things are going for crazy money now, but I was able to get it because I had extra points and stuff. I didn't know they changed over at least at the time, they had the in-game credits. They turned into shit that you could buy in the store. So I was say again?
Is it Uplay or?
Yeah, the Uplay.
Okay.
They did something at least for a short amount of time where they had like whatever you did in game, like they gave you some points and it went over to like money or digital currency. And I was able to get a bunch of shit. I was like, holy crap, man. Because I wanted Odyssey at the time. I was way too busy. I'm like, I'll figure I'll wait until it goes on greatest hits or whatever. Because I do love like Greek mythology.
I got the ultimate edition of that one for I want to say like $30 because it was on sale on digital. So, and like I hadn't played a game of Assassin's Creed since Unity, and Unity was shit. So I was pleasantly surprised that they turned the series around like mechanically. So
I gotta say, Origins was a lot of fun. The Egyptian one was awesome.
I got that too at a discount as well.
Yeah,
after I was playing Odyssey.
Yeah, that was cool, and Odyssey is really fucking cool as well. I did pick up Valhalla. It's still sitting here. I opened it up.
I haven't gotten it yet.
I literally played maybe an hour or two tops. Game looks beautiful. I think they made a lot of changes I wasn't crazy about. I still think Odyssey, out of like the three newest ones they did, was probably the best one.
Black Flag is my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite as well. Clearly, I love pirates. Yeah. That game was absolutely amazing. The shit that they did. I wasn't too keen on all the historical changes they made in the game, but the game was it's so much fun. I just upgrading the ship.
I never even finished the game. I just like sailing around destroying ships. Like I got to where you got the blow dart, and then I think I might have done a mission or two after that, and then I was just upgrading my ship, and just.
If you really want to upgrade your ship, hit the four corners of the map.
Okay.
You get to fight these.
The legendary ships. Or whatever.
The legendary man of wars. And when you defeat them all, you get an extra gift special that you can do on your ship.
Oh, nice.
You get like a special kind of ram, which you could like bust through any ship.
Oh shit!
It's crazy, but those battles are a bitch. They have a ghost ship that you got to fight.
I think I ran into a couple of them because they fucked me up.
Yeah, the board changes. Like you see the lightning storms and everything. And, like there's no land anywhere, and it's like these things are just like dropping fire on you, man. It's insane. But I think the toughest one was probably you had to fight two man of wars. One had black sails, one had white sails, and they went into like a certain kind of figure eight pattern. And they would attack you with different specials, and and you're one ship that you got to take them out. That was pretty crazy. So get your mortars ready and all that stuff. But again, there's a lot of fun that they do. The way that they build these worlds. That's why I'm really impressed with the Assassin's Creed franchise. But I gotta say, Resident Evil, it's still some of my favorite games ever. I'd say maybe the remake of 2. But I actually have a friend who did the voice and the motion capture for Jill Valentine in 3.
She is my favorite character.
Jill was always the fucking best.
I wish they'd do more with her.
I hope they bring her back on another fucking game. Because the last we saw was 5.
And 5, yeah.
Yeah, she went out the window or whatever.
Well, no, you save her from the Wesker stuff. You rip that piece off of her chest.
Yeah, that's true.
But after that, you never see of the character again in the franchise. Like, what the fuck? Let's bring Jill back. Give her own game again. I don't care. But oh no, I stand corrected. They did do one of the game, but it was I guess it was before that one. They ported it over, but it was her and Chris on this boat.
Oh, yeah. That's the I think it's Chronicles. Revelation 1 and 2. That's it.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I did like that.
Because Jill's like the OG character, her and Chris.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I thought that mansion scene that they did in 5, I thought it was going to be bigger than that. Because I really liked it, what they were doing, but it fell too short. I wanted more out of that. Because that's when you had like that feeling again of, all right, we're back into the proper franchise.
One of the levels in 8, like you're in a castle, but it's very, very, very reminiscent of the mansion. Very reminiscent,
But Scotsman's got to go. We're gonna do our sign out anyway. But Scotsman, if you got to go right now, I'll let you go this second. Just let them know where they can find you, brother.
I got dinner on the table. I'm getting back in here. Everywhere, Scotsman TV, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere. So, just look for me there. Appreciate you having me on,
brother. Oh, before you go too, I just want to show everybody real quick.
Ooh.
Where is it? Bam. So he did inks over this beautiful piece. We mentioned it earlier in the stream. Here are the pencils, and there are the gorgeous inks that he did on top of the line work. Fantastic work, brother.
Awesome.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Look at that.
It looks great.
Beautiful. Hell yeah. He's been telling. He's like, Vin, when can I get some of your pencils to ink over?
Right.
I'm like, all right, here you go. And dude, he fucking nailed it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We're gonna have to talk. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, like I said, everybody knows me as a colorist, and I'm like, I color for fun. I ink for dough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And he's backer number 1 in this project. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you have time. Maybe a page. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk.
Okay, we'll talk about that. I'd love it. All right.
See. But all right, brother.
Nice meeting you, other gentlemen. Chat.
Yep, nice meeting you too.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Take it easy.
Later, my man.
See ya.
Awesome. All right. So what were we just talking about? Jill Valentine. Yes, great fucking character. Hopefully they bring her back.
How is that? Speaking of Resident, how is that CGI show on Netflix of that?
Oh, it's good, but you know what it is? It's just another movie that they broke up into like 4 parts or 3 parts.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they could have just
Degeneration and those like that.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it was just supposed to be one movie because that's how it plays. But I thought it was all right for what it was. It just felt like a continuation of that kind of stuff. If you enjoyed those kind of one-shot movies that they were doing, yeah, it's okay for what it is. But yeah, if you really want to dive back into those games properly, I highly recommend the remakes. And yeah, the other game I was talking about before, I haven't even cracked open, was the Shadow of Mordor, I think.
Oh, Shadow of Mordor is great.
I haven't played that.
I started Shadows of War, which I'm gonna have to restart because I had to reformat my Xbox recently. But those games are good.
Yeah, because she didn't just do Jill, she did a character in that game. Okay. And I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll definitely pick it up. I found it for like $8 somewhere. I'm like, okay, but never opened it yet. But I don't know. One day I will. But I got to get back into pirates. So, guys and girls, I'll just give you the quick spiel. I'm sure you guys all know it already. You guys into cool pirate stories? This is the one for you. Literally, I am working on the last section of the book. So I think I'm just going to be penciling out those pages first. I'm going to change up what I've been doing, I think, because I typically do. I'll do like layouts for pages. And then I'll take one, I'll tighten up the pencils, and then I paint it all up on the computer and then go to the next page. But I think I'm just going to end up penciling it all out and then just diving into everything and do it that way. That way I know 100% how many pages it's going to be. Because right now I'm looking at 50 pages. I just want to make sure the fight sequence at the end and all that is going to be, there's enough there for everyone to enjoy thoroughly. Because there's a lot of crazy shit that happens at the end of this book. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to read it, see it, dive into it. I am still trying to I'm aiming towards, again, December-ish, but it might be bleeding into early 2022 when this comes out. But again, it's just me. I'm writing it, drawing it, inking it, letters, the works. So if you guys are into cool pirates, this is going to have some of those historical aspects. You're going to see some characters in history in this book. My main character, Nathaniel James Callan, goes from being part of the Royal Navy into piracy. Is a very violent, crazy scene that happens when he kind of, his men are doing some really nasty shit, and he retaliates. You know, he wants to be the hero, but at the same time, he starts to break the code that he's living by while he's on the open seas. And you know, you have this freedom, but there's also a lifestyle that you have to live in order to survive. So we're going to be playing with those aspects. There's going to be a darker element too. Something else is going on, especially like with the villain and stuff. And yeah, the character is starting to get pushed over the edge. He's breaking his rules. It's more about like the treasure and the bloodlust as well. That hunger, that, you know. But again, he's a character or a person. He doesn't want to be a notorious pirate. The more famous you get, the shorter your reign is going to be. So I'm trying to show the aspects of how he's working with people, and you know, when they take over ships and they get the hull and they get their prize and all that. You know, how they do the trades, a little bit of that stuff. But there is a brutality in this series. Like I said, it's violent. You have beautiful women, beautiful locations. You know, we go to the whorehouses as well, the brothels that are over in Nassau, because you know, pirates got to unwind. You know, we get the blood, the gore, all that great stuff. But there's also a supernatural twist in this story. So it's not just a straightforward pirate story. You're going to get a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to be vague about certain things because I want you guys to be very surprised and very entertained while you're enjoying this series. So yeah, I should do a couple more updates of artwork and stuff this week. I'll show you guys some more pages and panels I've been working on. But yeah, I do hope that you guys will jump on this. Again, that cover with the skull on it, that was supposed to be a very limited kind of cover. It was only going to be like a week. Had some crazy shit happen in the beginning of the campaign. Decided to keep it longer. So I think right before I fulfill, I might give you guys one more opportunity to get that variant cover. But then I'll probably pull it. I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll see. But don't sleep on it. If you see something you want, you know, jump on it as soon as you can. But yeah, this is also connected kind of to my Mela art universe of stories and characters. Through the Woods, City of Venus. They're all kind of connected in one way or another. And, you know, you don't have to get all the books, but if you do, you'll start to see connections and things. Like I'm kind of Easter eggs at the moment. You'll find out more. But yeah, I just want to make sure it's a very lived-in universe of characters and story elements that we're putting into, you know, all these projects. So yeah, I hope you guys will jump on it. We have a couple of extra cool perks and things that you guys could get. Check out the tiers, and you know, see what you want. But yes, we also do have the other books are available. City of Venus, Through the Woods, the art books. Just click on the links. These books on the bottom, they ship immediately. So you put an order in tonight, it's going out in the mail tomorrow. That's pretty much how I work. And you know, these are the beautiful books. sequel to City of Venus is the next project after Shadow of the Kraken. So you guys, you've been asking for it, and I am
actually read it. I have it sitting over here, and I need to read it.
Awesome, man. I got a big cliffhanger in the end. That's why everyone's like, Vinny, when's the next one coming out? It's coming. I'm very eager to jump back into that world as well. So, yeah, and it's going to get even crazier and a whole lot bigger, including the page count. Page count's going to be around 50 pages as well. So all my projects here on out, minimum 50 pages is what we're looking at. So, yeah, definitely jump on all this great stuff. The hardcover book is still available as well through the woods. When they're gone for good. So jump on this as soon as you can as well. It's a much bigger book. It's a beautiful book as well. 100 pages, contains story. They're right here. My brother Frank is the co-creator and writer of this beautiful book. Like, look how big it is next to my head. This is a big book. You guys are going to love it. Fantastic artwork throughout. Yeah, you guys are going to really, really, really dig it. So check out all this great stuff. We got plenty of just awesome fucking books. So definitely, and if you can, please retweet it, get it out there on social media. Yeah, we also have the ash can that Kelsey Shannon did the cover of. So extra cool perks in there as well. Other great artists. We got pieces in there as well from them. So yeah, all excellent stuff. So thank you guys for being here today. I know we could play the trailer of Shadow of the Kraken as well. Maybe we'll go out on that one. But yeah, much love to everyone here. Chat, you've been awesome. Keely Chow, Chris, Mogwai, what about? Yeah, there's so many great people that popped in tonight. Carla, it was awesome seeing her. Parrot Head, General Piggy. Who else am I missing here? I know we had a few of them, especially earlier on. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone again for all the support you guys give. We're getting even closer for my YouTube channel we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Really close to 900 right now. So we're like, I don't know, nice. 2 or 3 away, I think. So yeah, we're getting there. Watch hours, very, very close. I think maybe like 130, 140 watch hours I need.
That's a bit.
Yeah, so we're doing great with that stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you could, please continue watching, supporting, liking. I'll have more toy reviews up as well. I got a friend who wants me to review a couple of figures for him. So yeah, we'll try to make some time for that as well. Some other cool pieces you guys will get to see. And yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Angelus Draven, where can they find you, brother?
You can find me here on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Twitch at Angelus Draven. I do gaming over there, and then I'm also on the Gaming Lounge with a couple guys in the community, cool. And we talk gaming over there as well. And then I do some unboxing stuff, like a collectibles, like you see behind me. Nice. And then I want to do the same thing with like the independent comics as well. So just stay tuned to my channel for that.
Very cool, man. Awesome. And Tony, where can they find you, brother?
You can find me at the Clown World Review. There's all kinds of stuff on my channel, and it's all mediocre. No, we talk wrestling. We're actually doing a Monday Night War retrospective every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. You can also find all kinds of stuff on my channel. Ninja Turtle reviews, maybe talking about some things in pop culture, a couple animated skits, which I plan on getting more of those out. So, yeah, and I just wanted to thank the chat. Wanted to thank you, Vinny. This was great.
Dude, thank you, man.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. Like I said, we've been hanging out, doing the wrestling stream over on your channel. It's been an awesome time. We finished up one of the streams, and we ended up having a great conversation about video games and stuff. I'm like, why don't we just do it on Sunday? So yeah, man. I think we had a pretty good time. Everyone in chat again, thank you. Everyone in panel, you guys rock. Yeah. Well, so we'll see you in I think Friday. What is that? October 1st, possibly. Chris, I think I'd probably pull you back on if you're available on Friday if you want to talk a little bit. That one's earlier in the day. I usually do it about 5 p.m. But we'll see. I got to play it by ear too because I think there's a couple of other things I need to take care of this week. But if not, then I'll probably reschedule it. But right now, it's still looking. Fridays and Sundays are typically when I do my live streams. But if anything changes, I'll let you guys and girls know. But yeah, please remember, be kind to one another, but kick ass while you create. Take no shit from people. You can find me on, again, Vinnieart on Twitter, on YouTube, also on Instagram as well, if you guys want to jump on there. I update every now and then over there. You can also find me, fighting large alligator turtle things and saving princesses while I wear my red hat. So, yeah, everyone, please have a great night. The water